Oh, damn.
Nice. Oh, hey, look,
Well,
and
hey,
now
look,
it's
better
good.
now.
We're live now. Hello.
Better.
My OBS just randomly stopped responding. That was fantastic. Welcome to the show that happens once every other month. I'm just kidding. We're just all incredibly busy people. Speaking of incredibly busy people, Sphinx.
Excuse me.
How was fucking Gen Con?
Oh, Gen Con was so amazing. It was so cool. It was my first Gen Con, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint at all. Getting to meet so many people from the D&D TikTok community was so awesome and amazing. Made so many new friends, made so many new connections. It was a lot bigger than I expected it to be.
Really?
Yeah, I expected it to be a lot smaller than what it was, even though people were like, it's twice as big as it was last year. And like, wow, it was a lot. Not nearly as big as I'd say like Emerald City, because Emerald City's freaking huge. But it was still like, it was large. Like it was really easy to get lost.
Are we slowly losing Badru, or is my internet being poopy?
Mine kind of cut out there for a second too.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe it's just Discord.
It might be my internet.
Because your resolution is kind of like dropping down and getting a little pixelated as well.
That sounds about right. But yeah, what was the last thing you guys heard?
So what were the three things that you did? Like, what were the 3 Let's Plays?
I did 4 actually.
Oh my god.
So yeah, the first one was with ADH Adventures. I got to guest star on their Turning Point show, which was really, really cool. We wound up, the quest was that we were helping the normal cast find 1,000 gold pieces worth of basically lube for their reincarnation spell.
Okay.
And so that was a lot of fun. And then the other 3 were all on Saturday. We did a Let's Go on an ADH adventure where all of our characters represented various bits of our own personal ADHD symptoms or traits. So that was really cool. And then the second one was it's Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, which is one of our Saturday shows, which was a lot of fun. It was just kind of a continuation of that campaign. And then the third one was, or the fourth and final one, was with Dinner and a Game. And that one was run by Katiosaurus.
Yeah.
And we played Dread, and that was a lot of fun. It was the first time I'd ever played that. And it was very like Haunted Mansion meets Clue, and I loved it. It was great. We only lost one PC when one PC died, and it wasn't me.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was a blast. It was absolutely amazing time, and I got my favorite thing from the con was this amazing hat from Blonde Swan. It was. I saw it and I was like, I need one in my size in black, and they're like, we got you, fam. I was like, sweet.
That's amazing. Fun fact, just because you mentioned it, I am going to be running a Spelljammer horror one-shot in October for Dinner and a Game, and it's based on clowns. Very excited.
Ray told me that you were. I was like, ooh, I want in.
Yes, you should. It's going to be incredibly fun. I couldn't tell any of my ideas. I've had these ideas like circling around in my head for a while, and then we were reading something, and it just like was like, no, I could actually do this as a horror one shot. Like most people see like the Spelljammer stuff, and they're like, oh my god, Goofy, so funny, look at these clowns. And I'm like, no, this is terrifying. Like, I don't know if you guys have looked at the Brain Eater, the Brain Eater, but
I have. It's horrifying.
Actually makes me want to vomit. So, incredibly fun. So, thank you for telling us about Gen Con. As for me, I have been incredibly busy because me and Justin have been working on Alex's Bombastic Oddities, which is the book that's coming out. All of my writing is due October 1st, which is incredibly stressful, but that's fine. But I just wanted to say, thank you. So if you go to Academy, I think that's how you spell Academy. If you go to their website, you can actually see on their Patreon. If you go to Crit Academy's website, you can see on their Patreon that they like post stuff every month. It's kind of like almost like a magazine. I write 2 of the things in that magazine. I write one of the adventures, the one that is. I write all of the lore for the map, and then I write an adventure that is basically like a posting on a bulletin board, right?
Bounty Quest, right?
What?
Bounty Quest.
Bounty Quest, that's it. And so, the one that I did for this month, I'm incredibly proud of because I tried to make it fun and exciting and have some sort of like an interesting, I tried to make it to where there was like 2 ways that you could actually go with this thing, that you could do like, perception checks and intimidation and things like that with the Zorn, or you could just kill all the Zorn. But I just want to tell everyone, because I'm very proud of myself for coming up with this. The title of the quest is Zorn's Meowton, and if that doesn't make you excited, if that doesn't give you hints as to what they have to go retrieve from the Zorn, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm incredibly proud of that, and I just wanted to say I came up with Zorn's Meowton.
I had to look forever for artwork for that.
Wait, really?
Because it's a construct.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's a cat construct. So, what did you end up finding? I didn't ever see the final piece.
Oh, I'll send it to you. Yeah, but yeah, I ended up getting some. I ended up finding something, but I had to use some like effects to make it look more cartoony. I was like, yeah, looks good.
That's fine. And then
awesome, though. Good job.
I've been having a lot of fun writing them, and every time I feel proud of myself because I'm like, haha, I did it again. And then the other thing besides just writing, I just wanted to let everybody know is I got a new tattoo. It is a frog that is dancing, drinking sake. So,
and it's awesome.
I just wanted to show that off because I don't get to show off my tattoos that often. So I got a new one. So the bottom part of the sleeve is basically complete, the big parts. Now I got to work on the bicep, but I have no idea what I want to do. That's what I've been up to: streaming and writing and tattoos. Did anyone else been up to anything fun?
We just got back from Disney.
You just got back from Disney?
Yeah, that's where all this came from.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so we flew there, spent 3 or 4 days, took my daughter to go see all the stuff. And then on the way back, we were like the only people wearing masks on the plane. And the people directly behind us, the one right behind me, was coughing the whole time. The one behind my wife was like the whole time, just blowing her nose and left. And then their daughter, one of their daughters between them, was like drenched in sweat the whole flight. And I was like, well, we're definitely getting COVID after this. And sure enough, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Super awesome.
That's rough.
Yeah, I'm pretty much out of most of it. I'm just a little low energy and a little like foggy. That's all that's really left. So it's fun drive from coast to coast tomorrow.
We have our next Kickstarter is launching next month on September 20th, so that's exciting.
What is it about? Oh, is it the
exotic equipment perks?
Yes.
I mean, let's be honest. Some of the weapons in D&D are exactly the same. So we wrote weapon perks was our first go at it, and it was single-handedly our most popular product, best-selling of all of them. So like, well, we're going to expand on this and give more in unique perks to weapons and armor, and we're going to introduce exotic weapons and armor. So we're super, super excited. There's we're going to be talking about it on the show on Sunday. So if you're interested in enhancing the variation and options for where your weapon choice matters, consider checking it out. There'll be a blog you can read on it too that will be going live here in a little bit. So
You're doing
And-
a show Sunday?
yeah, we have a show every Sunday, so we'll be talking about it this
About
upcoming
that
Sunday.
specifically.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to it on the drive, so I'm just planning ahead.
yeah, no, it's awesome because like I said, it's one of the weapon perks was our biggest, so we wanted to expand it, and we thought we could do better. And it's fun because it's good for DMs and players because the DM can give the perks to all their monsters' weapons, so now their monsters have a little bit extra oomph, you know. But it's fun. So if you like that sort of thing, consider checking out the blog. That'll be live here in I think it goes live in an hour. So.
And if you are watching this on YouTube, I will put it in the doobly-doo down below, the blog.
I love the doobly-doo. When I use that word, my wife didn't know what it meant. So nobody knows what you're talking about. I was like, I think they all know what I'm talking about. I think you don't know what I'm talking about.
Hank and John Green have been talking about the doobly-doo for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Back in my day.
and literally, the doobly-doo. Like, it's like, doo-doo-doo. Like,
Well, one of the reasons why I use the doobly-doo is because TikTok actually doesn't pick that up yet. TikTok's AI has not learned what the doobly-doo is yet, so instead of saying, but the majority of kids that grew up watching Hank Green talk about science and stuff, we know what the doobly-doo is. So, and that's the majority of people who are on TikTok. So you can actually use the doobly-doo in TikToks and put people to that spot, to the link in the bio, without actually like saying those words and getting suppressed.
Right.
if I ever get back to creating content, I'll mention it.
Yep.
Have either one of you been doing anything interesting?
Theater has started back up, so I am.
Good.
Right now, I'm working on a production of Peter and the Starcatcher.
Okay.
So that's awesome. It's a very tongue-in-cheek, anachronistic, insane prequel to Peter Pan.
Love it.
It's way more hilarious than I thought it was going to be. We did a script read through. We're a couple of rehearsals in, and me and my bestie are doing the fights for that. Yeah, that's kind of it right this minute. It's just things have been stressful, so I haven't really been doing much on the content creation end of things.
I think it's safe to say that everyone at this table has been horrendously busy recently.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you this, Justin. I actually was supposed to fly out September 1st to go back to see my parents, and I moved that out because I couldn't do it. I couldn't fly out and see my parents during that time. Also because
Family first, girl. Family first.
Well, okay, but the other
writing
reason
will be there when you come back. I promise.
I'm getting yelled at. I'm getting yelled at my own table. No, one of the other reasons why, which I guess I can just talk about this real fast, and then we can get started. Pepper, I thought that Pepper was doing really, really bad. I thought that Pepper had been like steadily declining. He's 15. He's been steadily declining. And I was like, oh no, this is it. This is the end. It turns out Pepper is blind and deaf. So that's news to me. He's partially blind and he's mostly deaf. He can still hear really like high noises, and if you yell. But it's nice because now I can say, hey, Pepper, do you want to go potty? And nothing, because he can't hear me. He can't hear me at this volume. But because of all of that, I went to go get my They went to go get my vaccination records so that I would be able to board Pepper during the time that I was in Texas. And whenever we went to go get my vaccination records, it turns out all of his vaccines are overdue. He's overdue for every vaccine. And they normally give them in 2 sets. They give them in 2 different things. And they didn't have time to put the vaccines in him until September 1st, the day I'm supposed to be flying out. So partly because of the writing, but also because I couldn't have anyone watch my dog. No one will watch Pepper without vaccines. And that's totally makes sense because like if he gets something and then gives it, it just, no, I completely understand why nobody will let him. But it all just kind of happenstance. What was really funny though And I was on the phone with the guy, and the guy's in Singapore. And I was telling him I love Singaporean food, because I do. The way they make pork is amazing. The pork dishes, it's just... I don't like pork, but I like Singaporean pork. And I told him that I need to move this flight because I'm too busy. Like, I need to move this flight because I'm too busy. And he's kind of like, oh, yeah, okay. You have monkeypox, right? And I was like, what? And he was like, well, you see, I can't move the flight for you without you incurring a $150 fee unless you have a medical emergency like monkeypox. So you have monkeypox. And I was like, okay. And so I didn't have to incur the fee because the dude, I was just telling him I love the culture there. I love, I really want to visit. Singapore is a place that I really want to visit. And he was literally like, he was like, you have monkeypox now. Just, you have monkeypox. And I was like, okay, dude, I'm just going to go with it. So I got my ticket moved, which makes me really happy.
Using the power of bureaucracy for good.
Using the power of actually being nice to your fucking call person.
I was talking about them. They were using the power of bureaucracy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were. Yeah. They definitely were.
100%.
Anyways, I need that link. Did anyone have anything else that they would like to talk about or have any fun, exciting news happen to them while we were gone?
Agents of the Circle just finished their 4th season. Our fourth season. We had our season finale last weekend. The heist snapping that has taken like 3 months to finally finish is finally fucking done.
The heist snapping.
I forgot about that. That was good.
It was hilarious, and they wound up teleporting underneath the bed of their mark and wound up just like it was over before you knew it. Like all the plans that I had, that's the one thing that I'm absolutely proud of my players for. Anytime I make plans, anytime it's gonna be tough, you're gonna suffer, it's gonna be the worst thing you've ever experienced. No, they just breeze through that shit. Like, oh,
absolutely.
Right. I should expect this. I should no longer be surprised by this, but here we are. But they're now headed to the Kingdom of Anthem for our Battle of the Bards arc.
Amazing. That's really exciting.
It's going to be a fun time. The king is Bootsy Collins. If any of you know who Bootsy Collins is, you know why that's a huge deal.
Oh boy.
I have no idea who that is, but honestly, Dom's reaction makes me want to find out.
One of the most prolific bass players in all music.
Okay.
And he is also his own artist, just a fantastic artist in his own right. He's appeared in several things. Most notably for me, as an adult, he has appeared on Yo Gabba Gabba as DJ Lance Rock's dad.
Stop! That's amazing.
And it is hilarious and beautiful. And my wife had no idea who this man was, but like the moment he walks onto the screen, as we're watching this with my daughter, I'm like, that's fucking Bootsy Collins. What is Bootsy Collins doing on an episode of Yo Gabba Gabba? It's like, nope, it's his dad. Like, no, that makes perfect sense. That makes absolute perfect sense.
That's amazing. Okay, well, if y'all don't mind, anyone else puts out any promotionals that they wish, I am going to go turn on my fan because it's getting hot in here, and then we can start.
Sweet. Yeah, we're on a month-and-a-half long hiatus while I prepare things 5, and we'll be back on October 14th for our first episode of season 5. So I'm really, really pumped about that. I've been planning this particular season for ages now.
Nice.
That's exciting.
That is very exciting. All right. Does anyone remember what we were doing?
Fighting mummies. That's all I remember.
We had finished fighting the mummies.
You finished fighting the mummies.
We have cleared one room out of Boozie's trial dungeon thing.
Yeah. How many rooms were there?
There were 4.
4?
There were 4. And you, Mordecai, managed to kind of sort of fast talk Boozzii into teaching you Remove Curse, I think.
I do remember that.
That sounds familiar.
I made a deal.
Well, first
Part of the
he
deal.
removed the mummy rot curse, and that's when I spoke up. I was like, pardon me, that's not actually what you agreed to. So we kind of strong-armed Boozzii into teaching you, or at least putting it in your spellbook.
Into keeping his word. That's all it was.
Yeah, I had gotten
Sneaky
mummy
Boozzii.
rot, didn't I? Oh,
You
Yeah.
and Audrey
I
both
think
did.
I did too. Yeah.
Oh yes.
sucks.
And Brooke, meanwhile, is fire breathing with psychedelic booze,
Yeah.
lighting some.
That's
lighting some
right.
people on fire.
I
Wow.
totally forgot about that, and I meant to make a TikTok about that.
Another
Next.
classic Brooke improvisation.
It was amazing.
Make it work.
The whole scene was great, and how Alex rolled with it was
Of course.
Oh,
all
yeah.
cool.
So
That's one of those things where I think we've done it a few times now, and I love when you're like, hey, so if I wanted to do this, how do we feel about that?
of course,
always a lot of fun.
that's like one of my favorite things for players to do.
Mhm.
So you find yourself in the center room once again, gilded with gold all throughout the walls. A large gold, bronze, you're not sure, statue of the gnome himself, Boozzii, in the center. After a heavy-winded battle with several mummies. You found yourself somehow free of mummy rot. Congratulations. You also found yourself a couple spells heavier. But that does not change the mood, the scene, anything about what is actually going on, which is there is a god toying with you, and he loves it.
Yeah. The one thing I don't remember is whether we were going to get a rest.
Yeah, that was important. I think we did.
We were talking about it. We were talking about possibly popping up a sanctuary and taking a long rest in here.
I'm usually pretty good at tracking my spells, and they're all full. So we might have just said we were gonna, and I did it, or
we said we'd talk about it
yeah, we said we do it.
session because we had to bounce.
I believe what was decided was that y'all were going to take a short rest.
Sure.
Does anyone know how to make it
Rest
to...
do nothing for me, so.
Does anyone know how to make it to where I can see through the eyes? It's control something, but I don't remember what it... What is it?
I think if you just control and select the character. I think. It's been a minute since I've rolled 20'd. I've been on Foundry for a bit now.
Foundry's so great.
This is backstepping a tiny bit. I've just opened up my character sheet, and I do believe that I may have been pushing for a long rest, looking at my HP.
I'm pretty sure you were pushing for one. It's just I don't think we made a full decision.
Yeah, because my hit points are full right now, and I know I have like 4 left at some point, so we must have said we need a long rest or something.
I do believe that Mordecai and Brooke were quite intent on a long rest.
The debate can continue.
Yeah.
A month later.
Alex, did that work, by the way?
No, it did not work. I'm gonna Google it.
I can make good stew, make everybody better, I promise.
It feels like we've been talking about this for like a month. How have we still not agreed on this? Listen, you will make great points.
Highlight a token and Control L.
I think a good idea would be for us to rest. Yeah, would be well within our scope of things that need to be done. I think we have, as long as we are in here, we try to leave. We are safe.
We actually, as long as it's within the bounds of the test or this trial, I don't see any reason why we can't. We do
not have a time limit on this, do we?
Well, not to mention we're dealing with a god. I'm willing to bet to move things along. Boozzii could maybe just give us all we'll just call them benefits of a long rest without us actually having to take one.
He is a powerful god after all.
I do think we should probably not push our luck too far.
It's probably a good idea.
That is my specialty.
Should pick our battles.
Yes.
Do you guys actually see the battle map?
Well, I am good at
Yeah.
persuasion. I am.
If you zoom out on it to see
Yeah,
where
I
we,
can see it.
because
Yeah, you'll
when
be
we
zoomed in to
on
just
it,
like darkness.
Oh, yeah.
I was in
okay.
a corner.
I
and
have to do
no
it like
vision on my character. I can
Like-
only see if I move the bat around. I can't see if I move myself around.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, a little
Weird.
hard. Not a big issue. I can just move the bat. It's fine. Just let you know. So, all right. Do we want to take a?
I don't
take
know
a
I'm
rest?
fine.
how that got turned off, but I turned it back on for you.
I do
would
think we
certainly
take
not-
good rest.
If we don't have, if we're not in any particular rush as far as our host is concerned, I don't see any reason why we can't take a long rest.
He seems like good host.
Like that TikTok. If our host doesn't have any problems, maybe we should just like take long rest.
Yes. I do not think he'll care.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start, Brooks starts, like, laying down, putting his head on his backpack. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and get settled in here.
Going to take a little nap, eh?
Bert's
long
gonna
nap.
make some snacks. He
As long as it's
fires
not a
up.
forever nap.
He fires up his walk.
You can decide whether or not your character takes any kind of note of this, but Boozzii has been quiet this entire time. Since you made a deal with him, Boozzii has been.
And I'm gonna mention
Short
it.
rest or a long rest?
Yeah, no, just our host has been quite. He hasn't popped in to tell us that it's not okay.
That is true. I would think that if there were any objections, he would let us know, unless he is toying with us again.
Well, I definitely think if we take a rest, we should set watches.
Yes, that is a good idea.
I can take first watch. I have to cook anyway. No problem.
Well, if memory serves me right, excuse me, if memory serves me right, I think we had talked. Oh man, I want to say we had said something about we don't need to keep watch because we're safe here, and us getting attacked here would be like cheating to Boozzii. Like we asked him, didn't we? Didn't we ask him if like we need to worry about keeping an eye out? And he was like, no, that'd be shitty. I don't.
That I legitimately don't recall.
All right, it could just be me.
I do not recall that either.
Looks
Yeah.
clear.
I
feel-
recall Boozzii saying something about if he attacks you, your eyes will be open and you'll be standing in front of him, or something like that. But I don't remember why I said that. Like, I don't remember what made me said
I
that.
don't
I think someone probably said something about he's just gonna backstab us anyway or something, and he was like, "I'm a fucking god. Why do I need to do that?"
Yeah, you just move and you're dead. Yeah, so I don't think we're in his sanctuary. He's not gonna mess with us. I think we would be fine just crashing out, getting some sleep tonight.
Well, let's go for it.
All right.
I'm gonna set Eclipse, my Tressum, out to like keep watch as well, so that if something does go down, she can wake me up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go to sleep then.
Yeah.
All right. So is the cat the only one watching?
No, I keep Leopold in like a.
And then Leopold's watching? All right,
I'll
so
adopt
can
it.
I get a roll for Kitty Cat and roll for Leopold?
Okay.
You just see a black screen. Yours must
What,
have gotten
perception?
turned off. Oh, no, you found it now. Okay. It was Justin. I thought Justin could only see a black screen, but I think we told him how to find it.
Yep, I'm good.
So close. I was so close to being in that 20. So
My
close.
computer is doing something crazy with this thing. Hold on 1 second. Let me refresh it. There we go. I just had to refresh characters. Bat. What am I doing? Sorry.
A perception check for the watch.
Yeah. How do I? There we go. Wait. Which one's perception? I don't know how to do that on my guy on the bat page.
It would be under skills.
But it's on
It
the
doesn't-
bat
it's not-
page.
It's not clickable. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have.
I need to add him. Yeah, I need to add him to my character sheet. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Perception is wisdom?
Yeah.
What? there we go.
Yeah, so with those rolls, you guys, your animals actually surprisingly seem very at ease here. The cat takes to grooming its not extremely real body, while the bat finds the mummies particularly a little bit interesting. And begins to inspect. But other than that, they actually seem relatively calm, relatively collected. Not as if any threats are kind of running about. Do you guys... I'm assuming you sleep on this long rest, so you don't get a point of exhaustion.
Yep, I'm also going to use that to... Brick's gonna craft some of use the bones from the mummies to create a nice bone stew and mix some little meats from critters we've fought over the last, recent weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And make little snacks that he can serve to his allies. Should they want a temporary boost.
What are the chances of getting mummy rot from mummy bone stew? Figured I'd ask.
It's boiled out, no problem.
It's boiled out.
Oil makes everything better.
No, if you think about it, mummy rot's probably a bacterial infection.
It's a curse. You need a curse. You need remove curse to get rid of it.
Just let me know if I gotta pop that.
You need
Do
remove
you
curse.
really want to eat mummy anyways?
No.
No. You just use the bone
particularly.
for flavor.
That doesn't make that better.
No,
You'd be
it does
wrong.
not.
This is why I expert chef and you not.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm going to bed. Wake me up when it's my turn for lunch.
Same.
Leopold flies down, like, interested in the food. And
As you all drift off into sleep, you kind of awaken, seeing each other in kind of a dark void, but all sort of a little bit of a distance away, almost as if you have dark vision, but some of you don't. Suddenly from out of nowhere, you hear, yes.
God damn it.
Oh,
And you watch as a cacophony of clowns holding on to pies, seemingly having several pies on their body in holsters.
Does Brick know the potential quality of said pies? Very important.
They look like they're literally just whipped cream.
What is wrong with you? Pie is nasty. That's not pie. Insult.
As
I don't
this
think that is
monstrous
what you said,
amount of clowns begin to drift towards you, they begin flinging the pies, trying to hit
happening.
you where you stand. What do you do?
Dodge.
We're just getting nailed with pies? Yeah, I wouldn't like.
You begin to move, you begin to dodge, you begin to try, and you realize that your body is frozen.
I can't move.
And you are pummeled with a amalgamation of pies, having several different fillings now that you see. Some of them are whipped cream, some of them are cherry, some of them are strawberry.
Is this Boozzii just being a dick? I feel like it's just Boozzii
All the while-
messing with us.
Nice timing. That's perfect timing. All the while, you hear... Oh, I love this. I love this. And then, kind of all at once, when all the pies are extinguished and all of the clowns have joined in the chorus of laughter, you all awake from your long rest.
Did we actually get a long rest?
You actually did. You actually did.
Okay. that's the relevant question.
I got a question. Everybody else have nightmare of terrible pies?
What a dick.
yes.
I gotta give
Leave
him
right
credit.
now.
It's style points. That's pretty funny. I'm not a huge fan of clowns, but at least it wasn't like face your greatest fear of spiders and snakes or something crazy. That was pretty.
I don't know. Does anyone have a supreme phobia of clowns?
I'm not exactly fond of them.
Not Mordecai, but I am not very fond personally.
Not clowns, but of terrible food. It haunts my dreams.
And now I know what sleep paralysis feels like.
All right, well, maybe we won't need to take another rest. I can hope, right?
All right, let us
kind of
go through
to
this
keep
disaster.
up with, but that too.
Do we just keep moving then?
Should we head to the next door?
As you turn, you actually notice that the statue of Boozzii has changed its outfit. It is now Boozzii, but in a maid costume, and has placed the statue has its hand down towards you guys. And on top of this statue, there is actually 5 plates of what looks like quiche.
What in the name of a maid cafe is happening now?
Not mummy stew. So,
What is quality of said quiche?
What is the quality?
I mean, it definitely looks like it was cooked well, and it's fluffy, and all of the stuff inside is nicely cooked, and there's bacon.
Well, I mean, if there's bacon.
Before anyone eats anything, I'm gonna lift up the Tressum to one of the plates and have them taste it and use their ability to detect poison.
Yeah, so Kitty Cat goes up and licks it, and sniffs it, and then licks it, and then takes a big bite out of it, and just eats it,
What? No.
And then
I
takes
was
another
to take
bite.
it like this. This
and
is
then
not
eats
good.
it.
Okay, it does not seem to be terrible. And I will take a piece of the quiche that they're eating, and will have a piece of it myself. It is not bad.
Yeah, I guess I'll
eat
also
the
eat.
cider
Yeah,
of-
I dug in almost immediately.
Brick, maybe you analyze this for recipe purposes. Yes.
I can do this thing. He walks over. He reaches in and underneath his apron and pulls out a brand new bib and ties it around. Pulls out his little book, looks down at it, takes a lick of his finger, scoops it up, sniffs it, sticks it in his mouth.
It's definitely quail eggs, which is not the most common egg, but it's also not the least common egg. It's not the most it's not extremely rare. One of the things that you do notice that it is definitely a bacon or pork with mushroom quiche. And as you taste it, a little mouth appears right in front of you. Goes, so what do you think?
Well, I will be honest, my friend, little Boozzii. Very rarely does anything compare to my cooking. But nothing compares to yours. This is excellent work. I am very proud. And I have said recipe.
You're making me blush. And then above the mouth, you see a little blush thing appear, but there's no face. You see, there is no god of cooking, and many gods have tried to taken that title. I'd like to say that I am in the running.
You are going to be the god of both booze and cooking.
Got my vote.
Wait. Hang on.
I have got no complaints either. This is delicious.
How does one become god of cooking?
Well, first you have to be a god, and then you have to cook.
I'm good.
God.
You are not a god, my friend.
I've always
Trust
been
me,
told I was good.
If the stories I have read are true, the process of a mortal person becoming a god is not pleasant.
It can't be any more difficult than following recipe, I think.
No. Much more.
How could it possibly?
No.
The mouth is just kind of floating there. You know, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but you are all just so charming. I've had many come through, and normally they are lawful. But you are not, and it is quite fun. Let us continue our fun, yes?
Off
This
legal.
sounds good fun.
Team ethically adjacent.
I mean, at
Shall we
least
continue?
many of us are a bit chaotic, I must admit.
Yeah, you guys are
Choose
out,
a
man.
door, choose a door.
I'm already over checking this one out, top left.
So-
I didn't open it or anything. I just kind of went over there and I'm just like,
Well, I guess the question is, do we go clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Hmm.
Do we go in an X formation?
Quick
That is awesome.
question. So I think we tried to check out the door before we went in for any like clues or anything. Now that we know what was in that room, can I do a quick check of the door to see if there's like anything on the door, any markings? Like now
Yeah.
contextualized.
Look at you! Kidneys.
Absolutely, you can do a check.
Kidney. Where is it? Where's the button? Investigation?
Yes.
Boom. Okay. No,
As far as
no
you,
clues.
so as far as you can tell, there's no real clues. But on kind of looking around, all the doors kind of seem to look the same, have the same engravings on them, which is
Like
just
2 bits that go like that.
yeah. It's not really. There's not really any differences between the doors.
What about the other door?
I wouldn't worry about it, Brick. They'll just look the same. Trust me.
Trust me.
Okay,
I
that
rolled
sounds
a
like fun.
4. So you open that door.
eeny, meeny, miny, this one.
Mordecai seems to have chosen.
All right, now don't enter. Let me get this
Yep.
situated so
Yep.
that people can see.
Too late, I'm already
it.
in. No. I run in real quick and look around.
Oops.
Oh, my vision
Ah.
is still tied to the bat, not the character.
So
annoying.
weird.
That is bizarre.
Well, you don't have dark vision, so your vision is tied to whoever. Can I click it? What is happening?
I will walk over as well and kind of staying outside of the door. I will peek inside since I have
I'm
a
like,
sizable dark vision.
all right. As
Just
you
sticking our heads in the doorway.
as you peer through the door, one of the first things that you take notice of is that there is a bunch of destroyed stuff in this room. There is a broken piano, several broken pots and pans. There are bags of disgusting barley and rice that have been cut open and there are flies living in it. So yeah, it's very broken in here.
And
That
Baju
smells
sees the
lovely.
broken piano and immediately this gasp of almost outrage. Blasphemy!
All right. Well, let's.
You play piano too? excuse me. I don't know what's going on with that.
I have learned many instruments over the time that I have been a bard, but I am not proficient in piano, but my grandfather played a mean piano back in his day.
All right. Shall we investigate?
So
you
as
said
they're-
it's dark in there? It was dark in there.
It is dark in here. If you guys would like to put light on somebody, I can do that.
I mean,
I will put light on my Tressum and send her in.
Oh god. Alright. We're just gonna use another bat.
Cool.
That breath.
between Because it's funny, like, I think I have dark vision 120 and Bodger's like 300 or something.
Can you see now? Can you see now, Mordecai?
Yeah, I can see when you're moving the bat around. I can see whatever he's seeing.
So, the kitty cat, you know, takes a little peek inside, starts sniffing around. Seemingly everything is in order until the cat kind of turns and looks westward. And whenever it turns and looks westward, it stops and stares at a particular location as if something is there.
I'm gonna quickly bring myself into them so I can see through their eyes. What are they looking for?
Sitting very daintily upon a broken bed, sort of in a thoughtful look as he's examining this key that is in his hands, is a tiny little goblin that is adorned in pink outfit and pink wares, and looks particularly familiar.
There is a gun in here. It looks very, very familiar. Why is he wearing pink?
Wait, oh, he's wearing pink. Okay, not red.
Don't be so melodramatic.
It's just one guy.
I am relating what I'm seeing through my cat. It is a goblin wearing pink.
Let us go
Holding
say
a
hi
key,
then.
I think.
All right, well, we can't just stay out here all day. I'm gonna step through across the threshold.
Yeah, so you take a good look at this goblin, and this goblin takes a good look at you. And about at the same time that you realize who this is, he realizes who you are. And as you come to the realization, this is the Nilbog you killed.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
He goes,
You!
Why are you here? And you! Why? What?
I could ask you the same question. You are
We
supposed to be
murdered
dead.
you once.
It wasn't very nice of you. I thought that what you made me was delicious. Horrendous or
What is very
delicious?
nice what
Horrendous.
you are doing to people.
Thank you for a compliment.
Is this why I'm here? Is this why I haven't gone into another? Wait, is this am I doomed? What is happening? Where are we?
Oh, is this your afterlife?
No! Gods be damned, no!
Well, one god in particular.
What?
Did Boozzii
Which
send
god?
him?
Did you perhaps make an enemy of Boozzii?
No! Boozzii was who I love more than anything. We worship Boozzii. Us Nilbogs. Our curse is born out of Boozie's ass. Is that why I'm here?
That is
I'm sorry.
kind of gross.
He's descriptive.
What?
Our curse is born of Boozzii. That's the reason
Those are
why
the
we
people named
You
frolic.
said something. Hold on. You said something different the first time.
I said no such thing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You said the curse was born from Boozie's ass. We
He
heard
said
you.
it was from his ass.
Oh my
We're all here
goodness.
in the room.
Well, I would rather be born from a god's ass than from wherever you came from. All of you.
That's
Lot.
All right. First of all, I will light you on fire.
I will do the same. I will bring you back and then light you on fire. I said
We've
I
been
would
awake
like to-
for about 10 minutes, and it's already been an insufferably long day.
Mr. Nilbog, I am not gonna come at you with as much aggression as my associates here. I'm not sure why the tensions are running so high. I'm as alarmed by this as you are.
I'm very
We're in a
alarmed.
predicament here.
I've been sitting here for what feels like days. Mind you, I've been drinking and whining and dining and singing and dancing, but
What is the problem?
and destroying. Have you seen my good work?
It sounds
You destroyed
like
all of this
you're-
stuff.
Looks very
Good day.
petulant of you.
To be fair, he told me that I could decorate as I see fit, and this is how I see fit to decorate. It's beautiful, do you not think?
Who told you could decorate?
Yeah, that's great.
It's very avant-garde.
Boozzii,
I
I'm
like
assuming
it.
that's why you're here too.
I agree with Brooke. Looks nice. I'm glad you find good home.
Things, smashing things, it's incredibly fun. What's more fun is being in the real world and not wherever this is here so.
Too
What
bad.
the hell's wrong with this place?
What do
Sounds
you
like you're
want?
Gauge to the ordering
Apparently.
name.
I believe you're some kind of test.
Yes, but what could we possibly being tested on with?
I will remind you that in the mummies, whenever you went in and inspected the mummies' coffins, there was a key very similar to the key the Nilbog is holding.
That's
Oh.
right.
You forgot about the
Wait,
key.
Was
Yeah,
there?
it's been-
I've
To be
totally
fair,
forgotten.
it's been a hot minute.
Do we have that key, or did we leave the key, or
I'm
what?
pretty sure we took the key.
Someone has the key.
I'm sure somebody took it.
Every individual person is just like, yeah, so and so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you
got
took it,
key.
right? You took it.
Looks got it.
got
Looks
the
got it.
I will take responsibility for the key.
Yeah.
So-
If you didn't, I was gonna. So
You seem like one of the more responsible types in the group. That's probably a good idea.
I
don't
thought I was
think
simply
that
waiting my
Brooke
next.
appreciates that.
I
Sorry.
thought that I
I-
was simply waiting my next vessel. What are you doing here? You here to kill me
Well,
again? I don't die. I want you to know that. I'm still alive.
I think
so.
you're-
Chiron is gonna send a message to Sathrin and ask him to broadcast to the group. And it's going to be a question where Chiron is going to say, "Should we bargain for the key or just jump him?"
Everyone in your head. Should we bargain for the key or just jump him? That was from Chiron.
Never gets old.
Would never get used to that.
They say that we just
how
take
we-
key.
how did we fare against him last time?
He
Didn't we have
won.
to, like,
That's why he's here.
We
well,
didn't fight him.
Oh,
we fed
that's
him.
right, yeah.
We fed him the eye, and he went away. And then we had to fight his minions.
But to be fair, I'm just messaging this like this. I'm gonna count this like a message conversation, as we're all just staring like in an awkward silence at him. We're all
You're
just
just
talking to
staring
each
at him, having a telepathic
other.
conversation.
We
Group
don't
chat
know-
engaged.
We don't know how strong he is or what abilities he has. I think bargaining first may be a smart way to go.
I don't know what we have to give him.
This is silly. We just take key. We beat his
I
minion.
I would like to walk up to the Nilbog,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try diplomacy. Hey, what? Hey, it's a pretty cool key you got there.
I know. I'm not entirely sure where I procured this thing, but for some reason I feel incredibly attached.
Ah, of course you do. That's,
That checks.
yeah. I hadn't considered that you might like the key.
Do you like the key more than smashing things?
Mmm.
Well, the problem is that my insatiable desire to infect another goblin is just a little more tantalizing than smashing something, and I have a sneaking suspicion. This
You
is
know-
my way out.
You know,
No, that key's useless.
I
Brick
don't
walks
think
up
that
along.
is a good idea. And I'm gonna put down my loot in case I'm gonna start opening.
Brick walks up to Brooke and he says, "Hey, you look to it, my friend. Do you want to infect goblin? We found goblin in box in other room. You give key, I show you where goblin box is." And he's totally full of shit. Just so everyone knows, he's just
Oh,
talking out of
we
his
know.
ass. Okay.
We
Don't worry. We're aware.
Everyone else is like, wait, we saw a goblin in there? I don't remember that.
I
It is
don't
big
smell
bone
any
box.
goblins, so I don't really.
We washed them.
Yeah, they're
Hard-
clean.
You should stick to
Hard to
cooking,
smell it.
young man.
It's hard to smell anything over this rotten grain behind us.
I'm going
To
to
be
quietly
fair.
pick up my loot and start tuning it.
After his utter failure, Brick opens up an unfamiliar book that says something about the thieves. Says like thieves can't, written on the front, and tips for common thieves on it. And he flips it over. He starts taking notes. He's like, "That didn't work," and he's just kind of mumbling.
Lining through lies. No.
Oh, that's so perfect.
You begin playing the lute, and he like kind of looks at you, kind of in disgust. He's like,
Yeah.
Why are you playing that?
Just listen to the music.
Oh, remember,
I
they
don't
they
like
you.
music.
I'm
I
going to
messaged-
use the sprawling performance.
okay,
He's
I
doing
forgot
a
what
thing.
that does.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16. If he fails, he's charmed for an hour.
Ooh. Buddy. That's beautiful.
He needs to make a
I'm
what?
sure that this will not have any
Wisdom
further
save?
complications.
Wisdom save, DC 16.
Get out, shut the door. Lock it behind us.
-1.
Oh.
I'm not touching that. That says 18. So it actually makes perfect sense with what I was gonna do.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but that's not going to do anything except make me more upset. I don't know what you think you're. That's not music. That's tomfoolery.
That's just what I keep telling him.
What?
You,
He said that's not music. I said that's what I keep telling him.
Yes, thank you. I'm sure that you.
I turn to Brick and I go, "You are not help."
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to stop
Perhaps-
playing.
Perhaps he would like if Brick would attempt to play the piano.
I can play
Ooh.
Yeah,
drums.
perhaps you could show us your fine skill, my friend.
I think I can do this thing. He walks over and just starts smashing on it.
Just do me a favor. Roll a performance check with disadvantage.
Sounds good to me. As soon as I figure out which screen's got my roll 20 on it, there it is.
I was kind of hoping that.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
so
Damn.
you start performing, and it's like, you're not, it's actually sounding like a little bit rhythmic. He's like, that's not.
He's smashing the keys as he's
It's
doing
fine.
this too.
That's fine. It's better than what you're doing.
So to recap, we walked in, we said, hey, he started playing music, he started banging on keys, and he started talking to him like, hey, buddy. All right.
Guess you're up.
Yeah, come
Come
on,
on,
Liza, what do you
mouthpiece.
got?
All right. I was gonna say message to Mordecai.
How big is the
What?
room? No.
I was gonna say, you think you could invisible mage hand that thing away from him? I assume not.
I think is it visible? I think
That
it's,
was
I
from
think it's only
Chiron.
invisible telekinesis.
Oh no, that was just message. Like I could just
okay.
cast message. Yeah.
it says it appears, so I'm assuming that it's visible.
Ah. Why did I think yours was invisible?
I don't know.
I don't-
Oh.
Not important.
Hey, so I think we need that key. What can we do to get it from you?
You need
I'm
the
sure
key.
we can work out a trade or something like that.
I need the key. Why do you need
Yes.
the key?
He takes
so
the
we're
keys,
in the-
kinda.
I'm just gonna shoot straight with you. We're in the middle of a test, and I'm pretty sure that by completing this test, it'll free everybody that's trapped in here, and that would include you, my friend.
Yes,
So
that's
if I
exactly
give
what Boozzii
you-
said.
If I give you the key, freeze me.
Well, yeah. Once we complete our tests, if we and your key giving that to us is one step in that. I'm assuming that I'm not assuming. Excuse me. Sorry, fuzzy brain. We were told that it would free everybody in here, and since you're trapped in here like us, I'm assuming that means you too.
But it would
Yes, but-
free you too.
Yeah, but we're
kind of.
we're not worried about you anymore. We did a thing that was for somebody else. We don't worry about us. We promise.
No.
Listen, Mr. Nilbog, have you ever heard of game theory or the prisoner's dilemma? I think that you could really stand to learn a little something here, and it's gonna do you a lot of good.
It more sounds like you're prisoners and I'm your warden. And you need this key to get out.
Nilbog.
Can I just try and snatch it when he dangles it like that?
You need to understand something.
Okay, hang on. Let's make dexterity saving throws. I actually
When you load up a fireball.
It's like,
I would literally cry.
Snatches it.
What if I use my inspiration on this to just like swipe it out of his hand? That'd be pretty fun, actually.
And while
Can I
this
do
is
that?
happening, Leopold is just perched on, hit onto your back, Brooke. Like Leopold landed on your back and he's just sitting there.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Wait, so we're doing contested dexterity saves? Is that what we're
Contested
doing?
dexterity saves.
Okay. Oh!
I rolled a 22. So you literally do that. You try to snatch it out of his hand. He goes back quicker and he goes, ah!
I like you.
I wish he didn't. Best of 3? How about that?
Best of 3 what?
Well,
Rochambeau?
I'm just gonna keep
drinks,
trying to snatch it from you.
Dancing contest?
Dancing? We could do dancing contests.
A dancing contest! He gets super
Yeah.
fucking excited. Like, you
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
light, and he gets up and he jumps up onto the railings of the bed, and he goes, yes! Whoever can dance the best, I will give them the key.
I've
Sounds
seen
like a
everybody
good plan.
dance. I think Badru is best here.
Bodru's limbering up. Just like,
Yeah, Roger literally just starts stretching, just
You see the Nilbog begin to do a little dance, and then he kind of like stops. He's like, right, I have to.
Oh, you don't want that key weighing you down, huh?
I'm not dancing, you're dancing. You're all
Oh,
dancing
right.
against each other for the key.
Oh, wait, what?
You're all dancing, or else you don't get it. All
Wait,
participation
Dance
or
off, my
none.
friends.
The winner gets the key.
The winner gets the
Let's
key.
get down.
Oh, I hate that idea. That
Oh,
is-
You
that's a terrible
almost-
idea. I want the key.
You
Yeah,
almost
good dancer.
visibly see the like point of why the Nilbog has the key in the first place. Like you almost visibly see it leave his head as he just ADHD gets excited for a dancing contest.
Oh man, I really wanted that key. I'm not a good dancer. Well, I guess we have to do it.
excuse me.
A dancing contest, then. It sounds wonderful. Okay.
Hey, that is something that I really am. I've always been told that I can feel the beat.
Get out.
Okay.
But that
Hi.
only applies to the vegetable. You can feel the
No, that's why I said get out.
devil.
SMH.
He's like, I'm too sick for this shit.
Alright, fine. So you're going to judge the dance-off then?
I'm going to judge it, and whoever does the most horrible, hideous dance will get the key. But if no one does a horrible, nothing hideous enough dance, then nobody gets the key, and I get to keep it.
Oh, we have to do a horrible dance? I don't
Brooke's
like
attention moves from Badru to Brick.
Brick. Yeah.
it. I did break with you that one dance.
A horrible, hideous. No, you will all dance one by one. An 8
One
count.
by one.
Could we get could we get some kind of a parameter for horribleness?
Bet it's a scale of 1 to 20.
It is a skill one.
The most amusing, rambunctious, tantalizing. How was that?
Tantalizing.
Yes,
Hi,
tantalizing.
tantalizing.
Have you never craved a dancer before? Really, I'm surprised.
Not my strong suit.
I think Brick would like to back out from this.
Back in the running, I suppose.
Oh my
Are you
goodness.
sure you do not want to be tantalized, my friend? Just apply all of the skills you use cooking to
All
your
right, well,
body.
we're going to need some kind of a sick beat. I believe the kids call it these
Oh,
days.
I got beat, and he starts rifling through his bags. He pulls out a beat.
How do you have a random beat? Beats have not been
I've always
beats have
been
not
told
been
that
part of any meal that we've had.
you did not ask for beat. Honestly, they're not my
Like a Boy
favorite.
Scout, he's just always prepared with food.
They are not my favorite either. I can
Oh.
agree with you on that.
Mordecai gets it.
All right. Is there-
I should probably be more clear and concise, something I'm not normally used to, but we can try new things today, seeing as we're in Boozie's house and all. I want to dance.
He thinks for a moment and thinks incredibly hard. And goes,
Oh no.
I want to dance. That is comical. Make me laugh.
Wait, what happened to tantalizing?
Would you like to be tantalizing, Orc Boy? I can make you tantalizing.
No, I just you keep changing recipe.
I can
middle
tantalize
of
over
cook.
you if you wish.
Oh boy.
I
Oh,
think
do you now?
I
But
think
don't-
they're
I think
hitting
that
on
is an
you.
invitation, my friend.
I do. I think this would be interesting. I think.
You know, I have never actually tried to infect an orc before.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't want to.
Boy.
Okay, I say I make deal with you.
No.
If you take over Buddy, you come over here. You try take over Buddy. If you succeed, you give key to my friends.
But what about the dances?
We're doing a dance off.
Well, if you take over, you can get Rug and my Buddy. That sounds really
I'm
weird.
gonna
when I say it
message.
out loud.
I'm gonna message Brick through Sathrin and be like, the dance competition. It doesn't matter who wins. We're getting the key. Just throw something
Oh.
out there and call it a day.
Oh. Okay. Never mind. I dance. He opens his hand, then he drops his beat on the ground and starts dancing.
Well, that was very nice, that little plant thing. I don't know, I don't eat plants. Now,
If I may, just for silliness, the sound it made when it hit the ground, I'm going to use minor illusion to repeat that sound at the beat he said for him to dance like a help me out here.
like a metronome.
Metronome, thanks, that's the word. So just the sound of the beat like onto the ground is just repeating and just loud enough for us to keep beat.
Oh,
now,
goodness.
seeing
I
as
learned this from him, and he points over to Badger.
To that beat.
seeing as it wouldn't be very fair or fun or entertaining to have a literal angel sport because they simply would win. Would you mind using your little lute to give us a melody that is not atrocious? And then the four of you will dance for me for the key.
So we're all dancing and he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Am I not dancing then?
If you can dance and play.
I mean, that is not a problem. So I'll pick my loot back up. What part of I am a bard does not make sense to anyone?
I hate all of this. Okay.
And so I will start playing something.
I hope somebody does well because
chaotic into the beat.
Okay.
No, Brick is doing
Iron
terrible.
dancing under his robe.
Brick is just flailing about left and right. He's got no rhythm at all. He turns over to Badger and says, "My friend, we a lot like biscuits and gravy. We go well together." And he's completely like off rhythm and everything.
All right.
Mordecai, do you have
Go ahead.
prestidigitation prepared today?
Go ahead and make your performance.
Before
Roll.
that, while I'm playing for him, I'm going to grant him bardic inspiration.
Okay.
So that is a.
Is that disadvantage or anything, or am I just doing a normal one?
No, you're just doing a normal performance roll.
Yep, and take a d6 to add to that.
If you're gonna come out here,
So I just want to say that is 100% all Badru.
Nice.
He's just blowing it up so good. It makes Brick look good.
All right, Chiron, your dance is next. How are you dancing? Describe it.
Chiron is going to move to where I move to, and he is going to he's going to try to kick his feet in the air as he dances and purposefully fall in the rotten grain because he thinks it will make the Nilbog laugh.
Okay, go ahead and roll your performance check.
That's why I was like, please tell me you can clean my clothes after. Yeah, that's awesome. That's about what I was expecting.
All right, and then Brooke, how are you dancing? Please describe your dance.
The only dance experience that I have is from the brothel.
So stripper?
I'm going to grant him an inspiration for that.
So
I
that
just don't know if
means-
it's going to be very comical.
So are you giving the Nilbog a lap dance?
You want to
Like-
tantalize me.
It's the only
Tantalizing is one of the words he used.
Ooh. If you do that, Badru will switch the song to ba-dum-bum, ba-dum.
get your removable rod out. Get your removable rod out. Turn it sideways.
Get the immovable rod.
Round cow.
Okay, well, I can't do it while you guys are looking. Can you all turn around?
I turn around, but I just look through Leopold's eyes.
Oh,
I do the same thing. I look through Eclipse.
Brick turns around and shakes his groove thing.
Chiron turns around and says, I don't need to see this.
performance. I'm not very good at performance, actually.
You hear poor Brick under his breath. What the fork are we doing?
I am gonna use my inspiration on this one, though.
And you don't forget your d6.
And my d6. Okay. Performance. /R, 1d6. 16.
I don't know if anyone's going to beat that crit.
Yeah.
It's a sexy lap dance.
And then Mordecai.
Oh man. Yeah, Mordecai tips his hat, kicks up in the air a little bit, and does almost like a hoedown square dancey kind of thing.
You're not going to bat dance? You're not going to do the bat tusi?
No, not today.
You have a bat.
Go ahead. Sorry, hold on. My
And
daughter's
Badru
walking
will
over.
grant you a bardic inspiration for that as well.
Badger over here is like Oprah. You get a bardic inspiration. Everyone gets a bardic inspiration.
All right.
feel like
I
I'm
tried
doing
to
my
fall. I fell in rotten grain to try to make it funny, and I didn't get inspiration. I just want to point that out.
You did it too quickly, and I forgot that I could do it.
I
So it's a
forgot.
performance check. It's a
Yes.
performance check plus bardic.
Yeah.
I don't remember how to roll 1d6.
Oh my
Slash
god.
R.
So,
So
it's
24.
from the way that you guys are acting, which I just let it happen, I'm guessing that you forgot about the Nilbog, and that the Nilbog actually wants low numbers, not high numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and take those bardic inspirations and subtract them from your lowest roll, which makes me
Crit
laugh.
fail.
Oh my god, is that a crit fail then?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So
Wait, what?
the last
Wait,
time
hold
that
on.
I played the Nilbog, one of the things that you guys learned in the library was that the Nilbog likes things the opposite. So they may say things are hideous or disgusting, but then they love them and they eat them, right? And so that's why whenever he said that this was just the eyeball was disgusting, he decided that's why you guys made the eyeball such a featured piece, is because it's disgusting and he likes that kind of stuff. So I thought from earlier that you guys remembered that he likes low numbers, but it's very clear that you didn't. So I am going to subtract those, which just is really fucking funny because that means that what did you do, a lap dance?
The sexy lap dance. I was gonna ask if my 3 would
Performance 3 sexy lap dance is the winner.
-2, so that was a 1.
Oh yeah, it's a 1.
So you literally lap danced that man. And like literally, I just have this feeling that he goes,
Hobbida, here you go.
He like
Nice.
puts it down the front of my tunic.
Hey, Brooke, let that shiitake go.
and
Brooke walks away like, I feel so dirty. It's not normally like this. It doesn't feel this gross at the brothel.
You are putting your valuable skills to use, man.
Yeah,
We shall not forget your valiant sacrifice on this day.
I am pleasantly surprised by all of your answers. I will have to give a memorable accommodation for the thrusting yourself into the disgusting rice. Thank you.
Yes.
That did make me chuckle.
Wonderful.
I did note some notable thrusting on Brooke's part as well. So well done, my friend.
Yes, I am sure that I will. I'm sure that whenever we all get out of here, I will be haunting you for some time after this.
Yes, you look like you probably need some alone time after that. Bye.
Bye.
I just want to quickly point out, the orc is a better dancer than all of you combined. Just that knowledge inside your mind.
I did not get to show you anything that I was able to do, so that is objective.
His loss. Bye.
Bye. And he like flips down onto the bed, and as he flips down onto not the mattress but just the boards, he pops away.
Oh, thank God.
Well, that was terrible.
What are you talking about? I thought we all did good.
It could have been worse.
So, what happens in Boozie's realm stays in Boozie's realm, right, gang? Thank you.
Oh no, I
Appreciate
am writing a song.
I want to forget that more than you.
Appreciate the description.
You all
I'm putting that in a song.
You all walk out into the main room, and the gnome that Boozzii makes himself saying like, I gotta be honest, that was a wonderful, wonderful performance. Wow.
I just gesture at Brooke. It was all this man, right?
I really didn't think you had it in you, bud. I guess all those years, all that time, you learned something, don't you?
Yeah.
You know,
I'm dusting off.
something that's an interesting little point that I just want to point out. The orc who did exceptional, Brick. I just want to let you know.
You did.
This is true. I thank you very much, but now I'm exhausted and I need to take a loaf off.
Well, he does have an immovable rod, so if you ever want to practice the
Other moves, and he like gyrates in the air. You know where to go. Anyways, tally-ho, gentlemen, tally-ho. Whoop.
Tally-ho.
Hold. Okay.
I cast modify memory by lobotomizing myself with my wand, so I don't remember.
Can you get me with that too?
Oh, it will only work for now, but trust me when I tell you, that's going in a song.
Well, you know what they say. I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
I'll agree to that.
I'd like
Brain
to
bleach,
hand
my boy. Brain bleach.
I'd like to hand my key to Badru.
All right, I will take the key and I will add that to my inventory.
What do they? I would like to look at the keys for a moment. Are they Does the bitting on the keys look the same?
So
or like...
the bidding on the keys looks slightly different. There's a little bit of a difference, but there is something engraved on each one of the keys. Does anyone know Celestial?
I do.
I
Gee, I
know it.
wonder.
What is that?
I would like to look at the keys as well.
Well, you have them, so...
Yes, well, I will take them out. And take them
Yeah, so I was just going to ask to see them, but so, I mean, I assume that you would...
One of the keys says to fight. The other key says to persuade.
This one says fight,
So-
to fight. This one says to persuade.
Okay,
So
let's
I
hope the next one
suppose-
is to relax.
We should see if we can get a closer look at the next key before we decide on the method of attaining it.
That is a good plan, I think, yes.
So next door, and I just
Or
start
watch.
walking down to the next one.
Knowing his booziness, those words were engraved upon it after our victory, and it won't matter. Who knows?
That may also be a fair assessment.
Is there any place down here that looks like it has keyholes?
Probably the door we came in.
Not that you've seen.
Okay.
If you're looking for keys, why not the piano?
Not that kind of key, my friend.
But I really do like where your head is.
It is a good, yes.
On
it's
my
a good
shoulders.
Puzzle solve.
Good place for it.
Where it belongs.
All
So
right,
next
let's-
door?
Yes, let's continue anti-clockwise,
so.
I suppose.
I always feel like brick is more of a hindrance than an actual add value.
We couldn't do it without him.
Meanwhile, Mordecai's about to pass the hell out.
For real, mate.
When you open this door, the first thing that you see is gold. Gold and gems and gold. And gold and gem
Uh-oh.
and gems and gold.
Like
Oh, no.
Piles of it.
now
It's-
Mordecai has an immovable rod.
Way over. That was A plus invisible rod joke. I like it.
Sorry.
As you enter in the far left corner, you actually see a table full of not just dishes that you've never seen in your life, but also different ingredients that you've never seen in your life, especially a certain kind of fungi that you've never experienced this fungi before.
He just
Don't touch anything yet.
runs over there and starts taking notes.
Wait, no.
What?
That's fine. No
Notes?
taking is fine.
Do you touch
No,
anything?
well, his note taking is
Okay.
tasting it and then writing about it.
So you are touching it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well,
Damn
that's
it.
I'm gonna send the Tressum in to check things out as well, and like touch the just kind of like actually you can do it by she can do it by smell the mushrooms and things and see if they're poisonous.
So, Chiron, as you go in, you notice in the center of the room, there's actually like a pedestal.
Yeah, this thing right here.
And,
This chumpy?
there's an inscription on the pedestal.
By the way, real quick, I can tell what most things are. What is this thing right here?
It is a lever, or a lever, a switch.
Switch? I thought it might be. Okay. What?
Wrong.
Wrong lever. What inscription?
Wrong lever.
Do I recognize
The inscription is in Common,
Oh.
and it says, try not to take a single thing or devastation it will bring.
Ooh, please don't take anything. Take nothing.
Try
Yeah, I
Is eating
definitely
it
would
counted
say,
taking?
Badru, you also would have noticed that.
Okay, no one touch anything.
No.
Devastation.
Chiron is
Devastation
going
the last thing we want.
trying to. All right. So what's going on with this pedestal? Is there
On top of the pedestal
Thank you.
is a tiny, just about the size of a like 2-liter airship. And inscribed in the gold underneath are instructions on how to make the airship bigger and make it an actual airship.
I'm sorry, I missed that, and I feel like I really wanted to hear that. What?
On top of the pedestal in the center of the room is a tiny, like 2-liter bottle-sized airship, a replica of an airship. And in the pedestal, it says how to make the airship into. It says how to make the airship into an actual put energy into it to make the airship an actual airship. It's like you know those figurines where it's like an elephant and then it becomes an elephant. It's one of those.
Yeah.
Just because it's been a really long time. Sinks, do you remember a conversation?
I sure do.
Okay.
We're definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. Like, Baju runs in front of like everyone's like, listen to me. Would you not want to touch or take anything out of this room? It spoke of destruction.
Yes.
Well, I need you to trust me on this.
No.
It's a bad idea to not listen to this. We need to listen to these instructions and not touch or take anything from this room.
Okay,
well,
or...
So,
no, go ahead.
No. So,
we do nothing.
No. Well, hold on. So, the inscription specifically says, try not to take a single thing, or devastation it will bring. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anything in this room that has an exact duplicate? Is there a pair of something like that is exact, like an exact copy of something in this room? So like without touching anything, I'm like taking a look like over on this table over here, or like is there anything that's like a pair of something?
There are things like the gold pieces are all the same like place. But there is not actually anything in the room that is doubled up.
Okay.
So
and there's obviously not a key. And there's no key anywhere?
You do not see a key.
Brick is eating.
I think that the best thing to do right now.
Rick's actually eating at the table.
I made that very clear earlier.
Yeah, I think,
he hasn't taken anything
I think we
from
may
the
have
room,
brought
though.
devastation already, Badru. I don't know.
We'll see.
I
I feel bad. I did kind of just run in.
You absolutely ran in and started tasting the fungus, which is probably going to get us all killed. So we'll see.
or him.
the shits.
Oh no!
You have either just given yourself the shits, or you have destroyed the town.
The drizzling shit.
Do we agree that the rule of this room has already been broken then?
What? Hold on a minute.
No, I don't think
Badru,
so.
what was that?
I was told there was a sort of trap that could destroy the town. I can't remember the name of it.
Lillington.
Say again?
Lillington.
That could destroy Lillington. I am very sure that this is the trap.
Oh no, not Wellington.
We have friends there. Our half-giant friend is there. The person that I very much would like to get to know better is there.
Brick stops eating, but finishes taking notes. He tries to stick his finger down his throat and bring it back up. See, I not take nothing.
Oh, don't do that, or I'm gonna. If you do, I'm gonna. Okay, so if we take, like, just for example, like this airship, it could potentially destroy that town, but we would have a magic airship. I'm just saying. I'm not saying we should do it. I'm just saying that's what would happen. Is we would have a magic airship.
At the cost of an entire town that lies within it.
Magical items are priceless, I think.
Brick, please do not help.
All right.
Okay.
No,
Is
that's
that
fair.
what if anything? Can we discern anything about this lever? Is there anything written on the lever? I'm interested in the lever now.
You,
Just to clarify, the thing said don't take anything, right? It was like if something you would take.
Try not to take a single thing or devastation it will bring.
Yeah. So flipping the lever wouldn't constitute taking something. I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying that technically that would fall. That wouldn't be taking something.
Who is that?
Well, I want
That's
to.
true.
I want to see if we can discern what it might do first. But
well,
Yeah,
just
yes.
really fast. The lever has Celestial on it.
I'm going to walk
Oh,
up to
Badru.
the lever. And yeah,
I think I'm starting to recognize Celestial. There seems to be some Celestial script on the lever.
It is the
Alright.
celestial word that kind of the closest word that we have to it is like delete. It's forcibly remove. Like forcibly, like you purposely make this thing go away.
Oh, if we flip that lever, everything's going to disappear. Don't do that.
Yes, but so the keys said fight, persuade. Maybe we have to sacrifice and go without, not
Maybe
not
there's
have
other-
any of this stuff.
we would not be taking things from the room. The room would be taking it.
We would be depriving ourselves of what is in here.
We're
I
getting
have
into like a trolley experiment. Like we, by taking action, are we the ones doing the thing?
We missing
Try
keys?
not to.
If other keys have words, my friend. Is there more keys?
There's
So
no
yeah,
keys in
we
there.
were like looking around trying to see if anybody saw anything.
Yeah.
Potentially there's more keys. Potentially it could also mean that by removing everything from the room, the key may appear. I don't know.
But do you see what I'm saying?
I do see exactly what you are saying. And I am going to move towards the lever.
I would like to muddy the waters of discussion for 2 seconds.
Yeah, let's not get too hasty with the level.
Forcibly remove.
That's not
we
taking.
were just talking about the destruction of a town.
No.
Forcibly
Well,
removing and taking are two completely
no.
different things.
We're obviously Brooke.
No,
We're obviously
that's
not-
you're misunderstanding me. The forcible removement of said town is what I'm saying. You guys are talking about forcibly removing the things in the room.
Let's flip
I'm
the lever,
concerned
the town
about
disappears.
forcibly removing Lillington.
All right, this now I can't even wrap my head around. That was so fucking smart. There's my inspiration for the day.
This could be wrong. I'm just very anxious now.
I'm gonna call Boozzii. I'm gonna call out Boozie's name and see if.
We'd like to phone a friend, please.
A
So we
little
have
a little mouth, a nose, and two eyes appear. Yes.
Oh, that is so disconcerting.
I have a question for you, sir.
Okay.
I was told there may be a complication in one of these rooms that would wreak some unfortunate effect upon the city of Lillington.
Really? Who told you this?
It is I forget. It is
You're lying to a god. That doesn't work.
fine. And I am blanking on her name. I'm so
Aurora?
sorry. It was Aurora.
Aurora, that cheeky little bitch. I love her. Every time she comes in here, she comes traipsing in, completely forgetting what we went through before. It's adorable every time she's in here. She strives so hard to be such a good person.
She is.
I can never break her. I actually admire it a little bit.
As do I, very much. I would like to do what I can to save her and her. However, do not know which step to take. Do I forcibly do I pull the lever? Do I take the thing from the room? Or do I just walk away?
Oh my, you want a hint?
Oh man, this is like a do I drink from your glass or do I drink from my glass kind of thing. I don't trust it.
If it is within your grace, perhaps, yes.
Make a persuasion roll.
Meanwhile, Brick's going to
a lot
start
of thought
looking,
experiments in today's session.
start looking through for a key through all the food that's lying around that might accidentally dropped in during baking.
Touch, don't take. Touch, don't take.
It's a 10.
Well,
+8?
one of you is
I
right.
rolled a 2.
One of you is right, though who I cannot say.
That's his.
Will not say.
Less
So
than
we
hell.
take the airship.
No, not take anything.
What I will say is that I do have a soft spot for Aurora, so she will be safe no matter what. And her son. We're not monsters here. I'm just a god, not a monster.
I want
You
to.
don't think those are different.
This is a lot of money.
Remove.
You are all
What was-
so tense.
What was the thing? What did it say again? Let me just hear it one more time.
Try not to take a single thing or devastation it will bring.
Take multiple things. That would.
That's
I
usually
didn't-
not healthy.
I admire the amount of care that each one of you are putting into this. And he looks at Brick, even looking through the food for the key, even in your own peculiar ways.
Knew I was on the right track.
Is there anything like taped to the bottom of the throne? Like, I'm just gonna check under there.
This is taped to the bottom.
What? I mean, there's no reason not to check.
Okay, this is going to bring two people that are watching right now way far back. Way to the very first
Whoa.
time I ever dungeon mastered.
Whoa.
It says under the chair, pull the lever.
Oh yeah, but that's what it wants you to do.
What, in common? It says that?
In common, it says pull the lever.
Trust it. What were the celestial things we saw? The celestial was on the lever where it said.
But there has been
Delete.
common randomly around as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if
The
anything. Let's try. What was the other celestial that we saw?
The celestial
the
has been on the
keys.
keys, and the
On the keys.
celestial was on the lever.
So there's a note under the chair. It says pull the lever. In common.
And then
Yeah, but what if there's something else in the room that says "Don't listen to the chair"?
the
We have not found it
I
yet.
just
Now look
thought
at
I'd
the
Boozzii with that
caption.
one.
the floating face of Boozzii goes, wait, what? Who put that there? I wonder.
Badru, you didn't get a good look at Aurora's
Wait a
handwriting.
second.
Get any
Yes, I was
points?
just gonna say that.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was getting that
I was
too.
literally just gonna fucking. You beat me by 1 second.
I'm gonna go look under the chair and see if I recognize her handwriting.
Hey.
You have seen her handwriting several times now. So go ahead and make. Oh God, what would this be?
History might work.
History check.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
Yeah. Yeah. With rapt attention.
No,
Okay.
19.
It is absolutely Aurora's handwriting.
I'm going to.
While you're
Yeah.
looking under the chair, you see a little face come next to you and he goes, I'm a god and I didn't notice that.
Oh, I
Too busy.
definitely think.
Even you can be surprised, yes?
Kronk, pull the lever.
Pull the lever. To walk over to the lever, I'm going to take a deep breath. My hand on it.
Do it, Badru.
Potion, protect me, and pull the lever.
As soon as you pull the lever, the second you pull the lever, everything in the room, including the food in your stomach, turns to black ichor.
Am I sick now?
Yeah, I need you to make a con save real fast.
I mean, that's fair.
I deserve that.
Justice.
Is
No
a dish
lesson will
best
be learned from this.
It's best circle. Goodness. Oh shit.
Yeah, you're vomiting, dude. You're vomiting. Yeah.
This is gonna make my poo look cool, colorful
Shit back
later
the other
on.
way. Will it bring everything back? I'm just looking at the airship where it was sorrowfully.
Looking at the airship where it was, the only thing that is left is actually the pedestal. And on the pedestal, kind of sitting in the ichor that was the airship, is a key.
Okay, we got a key. I walk over and I pull it out.
Once again, has Celestial on it.
Badru! I'm gonna chuck it over to him when I have his attention. Not just gonna wing it, but and toss it over to him.
Yeah, I will snatch it out of the air, and I will look at the key.
It says to sacrifice.
Damn good.
He's real good.
He's real good. And I'll put the key in my backpack. That was way more intense than I wanted that to be.
Yeah, sorry guys. I feel like I made this. I raised the stakes a little bit there when we
no,
were gonna pull the lever.
Brooke,
Sorry
this
about
is-
that.
No. That is absolutely the sort of moral double check we could use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said the pedestal was still there?
Can we take the pedestal?
No, I'm not trying to steal the pedestal, but you did say the
You
pedestal
want
remained
to-
that the airship was on top of?
Yeah, the
I'm not
pedestal
trying to steal
remains.
the airship. I mean, I'm not trying to steal the pedestal. Jeez, it's on my brain. Did the pedestal...
I can save it. I can save
You kept pulling it back together. The airship. No, I just wanted to like real quick copy down the little magical inscription that talked about how to turn the airship back like into a real airship and back, just as like an interesting note to keep. Or maybe I'll do like a rubbing, like with some charcoal.
Yeah. While you're doing that, Boozie's kind of mouth face thing comes over to you and goes, you know, the most interesting part is that item actually does exist. And this is actually how you activate it. How you've activated it has been lost to time. It's just sitting on some old man's collection.
Old man?
An old gentleman.
Would that gentleman happen to be Uncle?
Or a giant?
Yeah.
No, the Giants have a totally another airship, a complete difference. This one is sitting on the shelves of a man who it would be extremely well known if any of you were versed in the black market of human trafficking, but none of you are.
Oh, I am.
Maybe one day.
That's
Maybe one day we can go and have some ruthless fun together. That's too low even for me.
Two airships.
If by ruthless fun you mean bringing these human traffickers to justice, yes, I am.
As long as you make fun of them while you're doing it, that's my condition.
Oh, I have...
Deal.
Mr. Bootsy, do you not remember the time at by? It would be
I
my
feel-
distinct pleasure.
I feel like once this is all over and your little dragon is no longer cursed, we can have an arrangement made.
I think we can.
Which, by the way, your
Hold
dragon
on,
is
let's
still
bring it.
cursed.
Right.
Well,
There
yes.
is that.
Thanks for the reminder.
So let's
we do need to see to that.
So then I feel like we're on a bit of a roll.
Yeah, we can.
May as well. But how are you doing, Brick?
Oh,
Wishing you wouldn't be talking about rolls.
I'm picking up the liquor, the ichor a little bit, and just kind of like examining it closely, trying to see if there's anything magical. Oh, I can't take it. Never mind. I don't care. So bitter about the bullshit.
Once he's done
while.
vomiting and spewing up stuff.
You sound so disappointed.
No,
I knew
I'm
he would be.
disappointed.
As soon as that door opened, I was like, he's gonna freak out, and we're not gonna be able to take anything, and he's gonna be so mad.
So much gold.
Like I just knew it.
So much gold and gems. I'm still seeing it piles. And magic.
And I've got screenshots of these that I'm saving in the notes,
Look is ready to go.
Nice.
so we
When
can
you are.
remember the rooms.
You feeling
I'll go and
okay,
pat
Brick?
All right.
Pat Brick on the back. It's just going to be all right.
Have a snack that might help. One of your snacks.
Yes, you have many golden fingers in
You're
your
on-
pack, do you not?
You're
That always cheers
you're
you
on,
up.
you're on mute, my good man.
Nothing can get this taste out of my mouth. Now it must know what it feels like when you don't eat my cooking.
Oh, everybody's already over here. Cool. Well, do we want to get this last door taken care of so we can go on this stupid place?
I think we should. I don't think we should let our guard down just because the last few haven't been violent, but
Yes, I would agree.
I just don't want to.
The last ones are always a doozy, as they say.
Well, it could have been the first one.
Yeah.
It just,
Very well
you know,
put up.
I feel pretty good about the fact that we've done fight, you know? Like, fight's just out of the way.
yeah, maybe.
Fight.
So
He's
we've
not gonna
got
do
And we
Fight
haven't burned any
twice.
spells or abilities
Well,
or anything, so that's good.
not since we woke up. But so we had fight, persuade, sacrifice.
He's not gonna do also fight. That would be ridiculous.
Yes, having two fights would be.
Two fights, bitches!
Just in celestial, MOARFITE, more fight.
Fight, by the way.
It's just a different word for battle. It's like
Battle.
conflict.
BT dubs, fight. No,
Well,
alright,
I'm
let's
just
do
gonna.
it.
You open the door, and it's a little bit interesting. The first thing that you see is nothing.
Oh, I hate it.
I'm gonna play by Alex's rules. I'm in now.
No,
I moved my piece in, and I was like, wait, I shouldn't do that. And went to move back, and I remember
Yeah.
having conversations with Alex where she's like, if you've moved it, you've moved it.
If it's gone to my screen, like it's moved from your screen to my screen because it takes a second, then it's done.
Yeah.
Are there lights on in here? Like, is
Badru, are you?
Hit the switch.
Here I am.
Well, I mean, I can see.
I'm in the
anyway.
doorway.
Well, yeah, I would say the spell is still. How long does your spell last?
What spell?
Well, I thought you cast light on your familiar or something. Am I just not?
Oh, yes, I
misremembering?
did.
Okay.
Let me take a look and see how long that lasts. I mean, I can touch it again. It's cantrip.
Oh, okay.
1 hour.
Sweet. Yeah. Send that. Send
Alright.
that furry little.
So yeah, I'll bring Eclipse into the room.
As soon as all of you breach the doorway, the door shuts behind you.
Oh, of course.
I'm not going to shut it because I have to do dynamic lighting, but
Yeah.
the door shuts behind you. Then as you kind of you see a little small black hole open up on the floor, and a very intense sucking happens into the hole. I need everybody to make a saving throw to see if they want to grab onto something, whatever they want to do. You need to make a saving. You get one action. You're getting sucked into a black hole on the bottom, on the floor. You get to do one action. I will say that the door does have stuff to hold on to. Like, there is, like, ways to hold on to the door. But you guys have the ability to do one action. What would you like to do?
Can I jump at Brick and just yell at him to click the rod?
Yes, I was
I'm just
already
gonna
on
leap
that.
and Brick,
I
rod!
spoil myself with my action. No. So, by the way, where is the black hole ish?
Yeah, I should probably draw that.
Yeah, because I backed up, so I'm like in the back behind everybody, so that would make sense for me to ask him just to go grab onto Brick and like, take the rod.
It's right here.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay.
Shit. Well, guys, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
That's worse.
I guess I'm gonna grab onto a thing on the door.
I'm trying to think.
Well, you can grab onto Brick, because Brick has the...
Persuade.
Because the rod.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, I got the immovable rod. That's part of my walk. My giant
Well,
walk.
I'm just
turtle's
worrying that if we all just grab onto Brick, that it's gonna make it more difficult to hold on.
Well, so I see it. Yeah, I was saying I'm on the other side of him, so if he clicks it, I can just like lean against it more than
Yeah,
doing a chain
but
of-
can we all do that? Is my thinking.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, well, one action. Damn, I was gonna take my rope off and start tying it off to people.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'll start-ish doing that as like through time. I'm slowly as well. Everybody's doing their shit. But.
My friends, I've got this. And he reaches back and he pulls back his walk and he stands it straight up because it's a kind of a wide thing, and puts it straight up so he can just stand in behind it, and then everyone can stockpile behind him in line.
Okay. I guess
All right,
we'll do that.
so the people that are in front of him, which is Chiron and Brooke, I need you guys to make either strength saves or dex saves to
I would prefer Dex.
I would prefer strength.
get behind him.
Get thee behind me. Okay.
15.
All right. You get behind him relatively easily. Ooh.
There it is.
You all watch with horror as Chiron goes to reach out for you, and just it's too late, and his feet slip from underneath him, and into the hole he goes.
Damn.
I need everybody to deafen and mute except Chiron.
Oh shit. Okay.
I don't remember how to
We're
do
gonna
it.
we're gonna
Not
we're gonna be
know how
talking
to-
backstory for my new character. So
Yeah.
How do I Oh, there it is. Thank you.
I just got a stream deck, so I actually have deafen and mute hotkeyed.
Nice. So
So good.
as you get sucked into this, you actually don't take any damage. Nothing else kind of happens. What kind of happens is you transfer out. You fall out of this hole, actually sort of underneath this entire stage. Kind of in a very thick feeling area, and you hear from, this is why I'm happy it's you hear from inside your head, oh wow, I probably haven't been here in what, 8,000 years?
I would love to get your thoughts.
We are in the ethereal plane.
Oh no.
Huh.
I am not a fan. My people aren't well liked here, from what I recall. All right. Is there anything about like what
As
is what am I seeing?
you look around, if you kind of look around where the actual existence of the pocket dimension that you guys are currently in, where it kind of exists, if you look on the very if you look at the statue of Boozzii, something's off about it in this plane. There's like an image superimposed on top of the Boozzii, Boozzii thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that looks a little particular. And he goes, if you actually project yourself in a direction, you will be able to traverse this plane as if you were walking. You just have to imagine.
A force of will sort of thing?
Yes, you have to imagine. You're incredibly smart, Chiron.
I know. No, thank you, Sathrin. So yeah, he'll start like on his way over.
Yes.
People are watching this and they have no. The rest of the team is like, what the hell?
As you kind of find your balance, find your way, and project yourself over to the giant statue of Boozzii, you see superimposed on the giant statue of Boozzii is a version of Boozzii that you've never actually, a version of a person of the god that you've never actually seen. It is more a slender, lanky, very tall with long hands, and it is a very rare sighting of how Boozzii chooses to show himself whenever it is to his true followers, people who have been following for a long time, or whenever he's trying to invoke his power. It almost is like Slender Man because he's like all white, and then he has like an amorphous body that is actually like extremely colorful and full of pattern. But the thing that is still quintessential is his very doe-like eyes. And he kind of looks at you and smiles and goes, "So, do you have any guesses as to what this lesson is?"
Let go.
Close.
No. So we've got fight, persuade, sacrifice, ethereal plane, imagine, that's not quite right. Believe.
Very close. I've been impressed by you.
Worship?
Not
No.
quite.
That's not your style.
If everything is unimaginable, and you can't control a single thing that is happening to you, what must you do?
I'm so bad at these. Faith? Have faith? No.
He opens up his hand and presents to you a key.
I will slowly reach for the key?
Yeah.
No, I just... I don't read Celestial, so I'll find out.
It's close enough. One thing that I find interesting is I may like a joke, I may like to bamboozle people, but people tend to forget that I am not an evil god. I simply like to have fun.
And I think that you do like wit.
I do. And your particular group has been particularly enjoyable. Now, off you go. And he takes one of his very long fingers and boop, pops you on your head.
Yeah! Okay.
We're back.
Yes,
God,
we're back.
being deafened for that is horrible.
Yeah, I'm like,
You just
I'm
don't know
doing
what's
okay. I'm
going
like,
on.
woo! And you're like, what the hell?
Can someone get Brick and Badru?
We're back.
Oh, he
Yes.
said put it in chat.
Good,
He said
good,
put it in chat.
good.
Yeah, we're back. All right.
So as soon as as soon as Mordecai sees him get like sucked down there, instinctually, although counterintuitively, I like start taking the rope off and I'm tying it around my waist, and I'm just and I'm looking down to the immovable rod, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tie this up.
Aw.
As you tie yourself off, you guys see whoop, out of the hole, shrinking in behind him, is Chiron with Sathrin, safe and sound. He was
May
only
I-
in there for maybe a couple moments.
I just picture
What
Mordecai
just happened?
Mordecai jumps, gets sucked by the black hole, and then it shuts. He's like, it just slides to a stop right next to Chiron. Right to his feet.
Welcome back, my friend.
Mordecai untouched.
Where did you go?
I believe I was on the ethereal plane.
Oh.
I believe this is
Were you
probably
dead?
going to say something about faith, and he hands the key to Badru. I think this was
He didn't read it.
It's another word that doesn't necessarily have a word that is exactly translating in common, but it essentially means to trust whenever you shouldn't. Like trust whenever you're scared.
leap of faith kind of thing.
Yeah, leap of faith.
Okay. Trust beyond fear.
That's the story of my life, my friends.
So yeah. Boozzii kind of likes us, by the way.
You weren't
course he
supposed to tell them that.
You actually said that a few minutes ago.
You see the gnome standing in the doorstep with his hands on his hips. But I told you. I specifically told you not to say. I told you. Yes.
Did he say that?
I actually can't remember now. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he said that.
I don't remember now, so he probably didn't.
Okay.
You are all
I wouldn't have if he specifically said not to.
You are all very endearing people, and I have had much joy playing with you. And to be honest, I will be happy to report, though they will not enjoy the report because I'm here. But I will be happy to report to all of the gods that our little experiment is in good hands. Now, if you will follow me, please.
I'm sorry.
The
What?
experiment?
What?
Experiment?
I will not be elaborating. Come on, come on.
We're taking no questions.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, no notes. Moving on.
Okay.
He brings you all to the statue that's kind of in the center of the room. Now is more of a happy-go-lucky gnome, not in a maid costume, but very much a statue you would be proud of being yours if you were cheeky. Says, the final leg of your journey. Somewhere on this statue, there are 4 keyholes.
Oh, son of a bitch.
One's on his butt.
There's definitely a butthole keyhole.
One's
Like,
on his
that's
butt.
I wish I had thought of that, but no, there's not.
exactly what you would say.
You gotta remodel in here.
So now we need to invest. Oh, may we touch the statue?
Oh, yes.
Well, I don't dare presume in a god's realm. Sathrin, you don't remember anything about this, do you?
No, I actually do not. I'm hoping I remember this time.
Yes, me too. All right. So there are 4 keys, 4 keyholes on the statue.
We
I
look
would like
around.
to cast Detect Magic on myself and take all of the keys out directly afterwards. Look at the keys and look at the statue.
Okay, go ahead and make like a perception check.
Yeah. Beyond the night. 18.
Ooh.
You're checking around the statue, you're checking underneath it, above it, in all of these different areas, and you're not really seeing anything on the statue. One of the things that you do notice though is that the plaque is no longer in Celestial. It now says Boozzii. Boozzii.
Boozzii.
Check in the holes in the B's and the O's.
You check in the holes in
Check the
the
B-hole.
O's. In the holes in the O's, and indeed, there are 2 keyholes in those, but there are not the 2 keyholes in the B's.
What about in the
In a B.
eyes?
Yeah.
The dot of the eyes are the other 2 keyholes.
Now, what order do they go in?
I mean, it's keys and keyholes, so whichever one they fit in.
Well, yeah, surely we could just brute force this bit.
Brick is.
Or it may go in a very particular order, and if we do not go in that order, things will explode. No.
Brick busts out his how to thieve guidebook and starts
Thieving for
reviewing-
dummies.
Yeah,
Thieving for
thieving for
dummies.
dummies, and begins reviewing the coded thieves' cant to see if he can find any sort of symbols or any indicator of anything in thieves' cant.
Yeah, you begin looking through, and you don't really see anything that's really, particularly helpful in this point. Just a lot of like a key in a door, like.
On the bow of the key, is there on each key? Is there anything with like indicating like, you know, like BO, and like on that key it's like bold or something, like, and anything? I'm spinning straws here.
No, but the more that you look at the keys, the more you kind of realize that there is no way that these keys would actually mechanically open a lock. They're not, like, the tooth of the key is not designed in a way that makes sense for a lock.
I think we just jam them in.
Yeah, I think we're overthinking this. We did like the hard part. Let's get out of here.
I'm gonna test the not the faith key, the fight key into the first O and see if that will.
You put it in the first O, and sure enough, it goes in and actually becomes absorbed into the entire thing.
Well, I hope that was correct then.
You're now permanently trapped.
Rock fall,
Yeah,
everyone
'cause
dies.
we don't have. It's that, or we attempt fucking mummy rot again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I would like to avoid that if possible.
Yeah,
All right,
if you
well,
actually
Padre, I
open
like
any
where-
rocks, just throw 'em
I
in.
like where your head's at. You may as well insert them in the rest of the order, so it could be sacrifice.
Yes.
No, persuade.
not
Persuade.
Wait.
Persuade in the next O.
Ugh.
It goes into it and sinks into the thing itself.
Then sacrifice.
Sacrifice into the first eye,
It sinks completely in.
And faith.
and then faith into the last.
And with that, the entirety of the statue begins to move slowly to one side. And Boozzii says, and you see Boozzii, congratulations. You have
Do the order
bested
of the
me.
keys matter? I have to know.
No. But it was fun. It was fun, was it not?
And Badru will walk up to Boozzii and will extend a hand. It was a fine game that you designed.
Yes. A very
I
worthy challenge indeed.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Make your way
Promise
down,
not to-
make your selection, and when you come back up the stairs, you will have re-entered your world. You are no longer my playthings.
We promise not to tell everyone how magnanimous you are.
Oh, you're going to
Probably
forget
remember.
everything that
Yeah.
happened here as soon
I
as you
don't think we
leave.
are going to have a choice.
I pull out my little small steel flask and I open it up and I chug the last of it out of there and I just kind of look at him and like, can you give me a little top off?
It won't
Come
exist
on.
whenever you leave.
Oh, maybe. I'll drink it down the bottom.
He boop, and he gives you another flask.
Ah.
All right.
Oh, ah. Oh.
All right, I start making my way down the stairs.
And we're walking fast.
I'm a seagull.
I'm trying to see if this is the correct song. Yeah, this is the correct song. As you make your way down these steps, these ancient steps, these steps that were probably created before the first humans, the first dragons, anything walked this earth. They're inlaid with beautiful marble and some sort of lustrous stone. As you continue to turn the corner around, you are met to be on a platform of a cavern, inside a cavern, that is simply too wonderful to even describe. The scent of simple clean is thick in the air as this whole place permeates of it's going to be okay. You feel safe here. You feel seen here. You even feel as if you could be vulnerable and no one would take advantage of it because no one would dare destroy the purity of this place. Sitting in front of you are crystals the size of houses, stretching across this 100-foot cavern, every which way. They are the size of the largest trees you have ever seen. This cavern, the size of an enormous lake. Every which way you look, these glowing effigies of pure good, crystallized into a single entity, penetrate the air in such a magnificent way that it almost brings a tear to your eye. Badru, you feel closer to your origins, to your ancestries, and to your grandfather than you ever have before. Everything in this place is beautiful and serene. And as you can see, across this this pedestal that has been created, resurrected, or erected inside of this cavern, simply for the viewing and honoring and adoring of these crystals, there are a few crystallized nodes that you can actually pluck from and take with you. Many have been taken before, but many still sit here. It makes you wonder, how many times have people been down here simply to only take what they need and not an ounce more, despite the beauty and the power within each one of these specimens? You stand back a moment, and you see behind you there's a small gnome. Beautiful, isn't it? This was actually Anvia's idea. Anvia, the goddess of forge and creation. She didn't want souls that weren't yet done helping the world, and being in the world, and participating in the world to leave whenever they had to due to other beings, so they come here. And a few other pockets around the world. Anyways, take what you need. Go ahead.
It is more beautiful than anything I have ever created. And
You know-
I have created amazing.
You know, I really feel the same. And I'm a god. Each one of these crystals, the power that it held, was once a life. Take what you need and nothing more. That's all we ask whenever you come down here, and that's why I protect this place. Each one of these is protected by one of the gods. And whenever crystals of evil come about as well. Those are also protected by the gods, but the other side.
We are aware. Brooke,
So, I leave you to it. I
I
trust.
think you should choose.
I agree. You should choose.
The gnome kind of like drifts off into little specks.
I am
Trust your-
very, very far from home.
Trust your instincts.
Brooke will reach into his pocket and pull out his little baby monitor.
Oh.
And then kind of start looking over the crystals that are available to pluck. Does anything stand out to me?
There are several crystals that stand out. Most of them being smaller in stature. But one in particular, it is a crystal that has sort of almost grown to a point at the bottom. The top is a point, but the bottom is almost ready to be broken off, like it's a ripe fruit waiting to be plucked from the vine. The tip of this crystal, however, is covered in, it kind of looks like sugar. It's almost as if someone had ground up other crystals and had them shine so bright. And the crystal took a liking to this sugar and made it part of its beauty.
Deep, deep breath in. Okay. Eyes closed. He reaches out in.
Small in stature, but beautiful to the eye. You pluck about 1.5 inch sized crystal with a purple iridescence to it and a beautiful top. When you pluck it, you feel the lives inside of it. And you feel the joy that they feel, knowing that they are going somewhere where they can do some good.
Bam.
I would like Raju to like. Or question first: are there any of like the larger like crystals nearby?
Yeah, there's definitely crystals, larger crystals nearby that you can go out and touch and like see.
Raju would just like to put his hand on it, just to touch it.
You put your hand on this crystal and you are immediately washed with joy and curiosity from it. Almost as if 1,000 children had just walked up to you and been like, "Who are you? What are you doing? Why are you here?"
Huh. Single tear.
Mordecai just like pulls his flask out, takes a long draw, and just blindly kind of hands it over towards Brick.
Okay. Brick is confused. What is this for, my friend?
The flask? It's for drinking.
Oh. Good. I'm gonna need one. And
That's why he handed it to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
He downs a bunch of it.
Chiron.
And over to Chiron.
He gives it over to Chiron.
Saithrin, are you getting this?
I've never been here before.
I
There's-
truly hope you remember this.
There are so many lives here. There are even the souls of dragons that had lived for hundreds of years.
I'm guessing that'll be those. And he points to one of the really big ones.
Yes, actually. So beautiful in here.
It is. Sathrin thinks that those are dragon souls. He points to the bigger ones.
My friends, I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do here, but I would like to never leave if that is possible.
Well, we've done what we set out to do here, and I feel we probably shouldn't linger much longer.
As much as I do not want to agree, in order to do what we came to do, we must leave. And I will very, slowly, reluctantly remove my hand from the...
Sathrin, who never, ever speaks without being spoken to, she says to all of you, she wants to say something.
Who does?
The dragon.
Oh, dear. How? Okay.
How?
Most know that is.
What do we do?
Do I have to touch it?
Yes.
That's what she said.
It is okay. It feels fantastic.
Oh no, I just know that I'm not worthy of this place. And he walks up and slowly puts his hand on the crystal.
All of you, through Sathrin, you can feel it coming from Sathrin, are wrapped in dreamlike memories of joy of flying through the sky. You remember a volcano, but you've never seen a volcano. But there's a volcano that the golden dragons used to slumber in. That used to be where they would come and speak to one another. You get memories of hatchlings flying for the first time. You get memories of joy and freedom. And the final thing that this soul leaves you with is an innate sense of hope for the new beginning. And this goes to all of you, including Brick.
Well then.
I think she knows why we're here.
I would agree with that.
I feel like I'm going to be working for a long time to be worthy of this.
I think we all may.
I think it's time we be on our way. Let's not overstay our welcome, shall we?
Right.
And with that... go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
As we're going to leave, there's very, very blatant, as I'm sure with everyone, reluctance to leave for Brooke. But Boozzii. It's just kind of.
It takes a moment, and there's another beat, and there's another beat. And you all kind of hear just in the air. Yes.
Quick, can I just get just an aside?
Do you need something?
Yeah.
You do realize you are not going to remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to come out of the ground and suddenly have a crystal.
Yep.
What is it?
I really need you to leave me just something, man. I really need it.
What is it?
I realize it being it. I just need you to leave me with any memory of this right now. I don't need the whole thing. I just need I just need to know that it exists. I really need to know.
Let's make a deal then. I will not wipe this specific part of your memory. In exchange, you do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to misplace something. Something very important to me. Eventually, at some point, not now, not soon, you have to find it for me. And bring it back.
I can do that.
Are we hearing this conversation?
You're
or is
all
this a
he's talking to
side?
all of you. He's gonna keep this memory for all of you.
I thought it was going to be like, we'll keep the memory, but you can't tell the others about it. And I was going to be silent.
Once upon a time, after the Celestial War was over, I grew a little bored. So I threw an experiment, a creation, a toy, out into the world. And somebody has found it and decided that it is going to sit in their collection to rot.
Is this person a goblin by chance?
No, but that would be very interesting if it was. It's even worse than him.
Oh. Okay.
It's a
Thought I'd
beholder.
ask. Oh, wonderful.
Sorry, it's a what?
A beholder.
Oh, okay.
But the thing that he has, it's a deck. And I need the deck back. I would like it to go back out into the world.
I'm so excited for beholders. They're one of my favorite monsters. I'm so psyched right now.
No. We all just went to sphincter pucker level 10.
Yeah.
All of us. You said beholder and deck in the same sentence. And we're like,
Oh my god.
It was a little trinket that I made whenever I was bored, and now it just sits there, and I would rather it didn't. So,
Whipped up.
What does
If
the
you-
dirt contain, my friend?
oh, Brick.
yeah, I'm not going to pretend that my character knows what it is.
Yeah.
But
So my character knows nothing about
player,
it.
we're
I
we're
got
all
no
just
clue.
like, shit.
I
Oh,
would
shit, oh, shit, oh, shit.
I
Pull the card
would
and find out.
highly recommend that you take a peruse through it before you return it to me. But at some point in your adventuring career, just a little token, an IOU. Sounds fun.
Do we get to pick the time of this?
Yes.
Like when we feel like we might be up for
Yes.
fighting a beholder?
I understand that you would all be annihilated immediately if you actually went and got it right now, but I have faith in you. I have trust in you.
Okay, heal.
I can agree to that.
When you
Sure.
exit, you will remember nothing of the gauntlet. What you will remember is going down the stairs and coming up.
Oh, nice.
I'm not wearing gauntlets.
That is not what he means, friend.
Will we forget
He
that
means
joke
the
too?
test. The test.
Brick,
Yes?
you are such a buffoon, but it is so adorable and endearing.
That's what my family always said too.
It's a compliment.
But you still haven't answered my question.
What is
What
it?
is in deck?
What is in deck? Oh, no.
Many, many things.
Yeah.
Did the thing, said the thing.
Well played. Well played.
I must have other things to attend to.
Yes.
Our escapades took quite some time. I don't know if you're aware of what day it is.
How much time have we been down here?
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Because it's
We
been
had a time limit on this thing.
it's been about 12 hours subjective. Like,
When you emerge, you will have about 2 days to make it back to the dragon.
we've been down here for 6 weeks.
That's fantastic. We should probably go now.
Toodaloo! And you feel his presence leave.
My friend, I have a question. I'm really concerned about this.
You can ask him when we're outside. Your question's gonna take about 3 hours.
Yeah, we gotta go.
In time that matters.
For the love of Ozuth, you've got to be kidding me.
He's
We've been
still the
down here
god of
for a month.
games!
Is that like that movie? What was it? Interstellar?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the ocean world?
The real quick question, Alex. So the clarification on that was that we'll remember the entire time we were in this room.
From the time that
In
you
the
walk down
cavern.
the stairs
In the cavern.
and what the stairs look like until you walk up the stairs, you will remember. But all the
Okay,
stuff
cool.
about the gauntlet, everyone will forget.
Okay, when you first said this moment or whatever it was, in my head I thought you meant like a real snapshot of that second. But if it's the whole time in the room,
That's better.
yeah.
Agreed.
Well, should we
We
skedaddle before we waste...
freaking leave then.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get a message to Aurora. Let her know, because I don't think we're going to have time to swing through there. We need to get straight back.
Go straight
Yeah.
back,
As-
yes.
As I get to the top of the stairs, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, don't tell Boozzii, but I took a coin out of that treasure room and it didn't turn back. It didn't turn into ink. I still have it. I'm just messing with you guys." Badru, Brick peed in your loot when you said you sucked at music, and I walk out the door.
Oh, I see what it's doing.
Oh, wait, we're not.
Yeah.
Oh, are we
We're gonna
we're not
remember this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna remember that part. Never mind.
We're gonna remember this.
Forget I said that last part. The coin joke was good enough, and I walk out. I forgot we were gonna remember that part.
All right.
I
Yeah, let's
don't
do it.
understand you guys. Where are we going to find somebody that holds bees?
A bee
I
holder.
think that's gonna be easier than what we actually have to do.
Yeah.
In that
Fight a
case,
bee-
we would just need to go to an apiary.
Yeah, find
Yeah.
a beekeeper would be way easier than what we gotta do.
That is true.
No, we're not looking for beekeeper,
Covered in
Mordecai. We're looking for a beholder. You were not
Yes,
paying
yes.
attention to God?
Oh, you got me. Sorry, you're
Yeah.
right. I'm out the door.
All right, Safer. Let's see what you remember
As
when we leave.
you all kind of walk up these steps that you came out in the gauntlet, as you walk up these steps, you can literally feel the memories escaping your brain. Like,
Thanks, I hate it.
kind of,
That is so disorienting.
but you do notice that the memories of the crystallized room, the crystal cave are still remaining intact.
Yeah.
By the time that you ascend all the way up to go out of the portcullis and climb your way up, you have completely forgotten about everything that happened. All what you know is you went in, you did some shit, you went underneath where you did some shit, you got the crystal, you did the crystal stuff, and then you left. That's all you remember.
Yeah, they said this was going to be hard. We literally just walked in, down some stairs, grabbed a crystal, and left. That didn't seem like it was... I mean, we probably shouldn't tell people how easy that was, but...
Well, I mean, we know that we were going to lose memories, right? Didn't
Yeah.
Aurora say that we
You're
were
aware
gonna-
that
Yeah.
your memories are wiped.
Okay.
Oh, we know our memories are wiped. Okay.
Brick's
Whatever
looking
we
around for
did.
any scars.
Sathrin.
There's no scars. There's just rot.
Oh, God.
Wait,
Sathrin.
Brick. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Brick.
Yeah?
How does Brick react whenever he just sees the mummy rot that was on your body? You
Oh,
literally just
no,
there's
it's
just
still-
necrotic.
He just I think I ate something bad. He's like, this is going
to be fair, you
What did you do to yourself?
And then
I
you look at
assume-
yourself. You're like,
So
oh
Brick
god.
starts looking around, he says,
What do you mean, you people? He points to the mummy rot.
my friends, I am very concerned about this. I don't think it'll come off when I take a bath.
Well, clearly none of us remember what happened down there. Wait a minute. Sathrin!
It was very interesting watching the memories leave your mind. I didn't know they could do that.
Did they also leave your memory?
Apparently, my memory is stored in a different type of way than your memory.
Wow.
So you remember do you remember anything about what we went through down there?
Fascinating. Yes.
Hey, why is there a picture of Brooke giving a goblin a lap dance in my book?
What happens at Boozie's realm stays at Boozie's realm.
My goodness.
There's a drawing about of hey, let me
We'll
see
talk about that later. So we'll talk about that later then.
Brooke gave a lap dance to the Nilbog that you guys expunged from a goblin in order to win the Nilbog over into giving him a key. You all had to dance.
No idea you swung that way, Brooke. But I still care for you. And I love you. I accept you.
That is
I
impressive.
feel like
You didn't know that.
I feel like we need to get away from here before he realizes some
This
things.
is probably a good idea.
I was gonna say Brooke is kind of off in his own little world at the moment. I think he's kind of like he's doing like a quick memory check on the place that we were just in, and he's like,
Kind of living in
He's
that
like-
memory.
yeah, he's like, oh, thank God. Okay, good.
All right. Well,
We have
So-
got to get the hell out of here.
we have 2 days before the I cannot remember the dragon's name. We did name the dragon, right?
Did we name the dragon?
No, I don't think we
I don't
named
know
it.
that we
Named it.
named it.
I'll look. But anyway, we have 2 days before the hatching?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Time to go.
Aren't we
We gotta
like?
get the hell out of Dodge.
Aren't we like a long way away from the town we left that egg at?
Do we physically have time to
least-
get back?
Yeah, are we
We're
even gonna
at least
make
a
it?
couple days away.
I'm trying to remember.
We probably should have made one more deal before we left.
I don't think he would have made it impossible for us to do what we were trying to do.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. No,
yeah.
he was supposed to say 3 days. You're supposed to have 3 days. Because it's 1 day to get back to the town, 1 day to get across. Oh no, you would have 5 days because it's 1 day to get back to town, 3 days across the strait,
The mountain pass.
the mountain pass, and then 1 day to get back to it. So you have 5 days.
Okay. phew.
He's making it so that we have like exactly
We
enough
have
time.
just the right amount of time.
He basically wanted to go run.
Okay.
Yeah, that sound on TikTok, that's exactly what he wanted to do. So I think this is where we're going to end it for today. But before anyone leaves, before anyone on YouTube leaves, I just want to say, I bought this for a very specific reason, so that it could be the Crystal of Pure Good, so I could give it away to one of you guys. So all what you have to do, so I'm going to be giving this away. It is small, and I did that on purpose so that it could be worldwide. And all what you have to do is you have to go on the YouTube episode that this is, or this is episode 19, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will tweet out this episode. And so you need to go to that YouTube thing, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna check if you're subscribed. And then you also have to just comment your favorite thing about the show so far, whatever you wish. But in the comment, I need you to put down either your Instagram or your Twitter handle so that I can actually DM you and get you this crystal. But somebody, one of the Black Flames, will be the owner of the Crystal of Pure Good.
Amazing.
So that was
That's
something that I
awesome.
really wanted to do.
That is fantastic.
You had no idea how I felt when you whipped out an actual crystal.
Yeah.
I was like,
Right.
God
That was very
damn.
cool.
She's on
I-
point.
I bought that crystal like back in May, and I've been waiting for this moment. I have been waiting for
I
this.
know.
I'm supposed to get him.
I know how
months
that
ago.
goes. I know how that goes.
Yep. That's amazing.
That was-
All right,
that was
well, good
very,
game,
very
everyone.
epic. That was
Hell yeah.
extremely epic.
You had me fully engaged in your story, girl. I'm telling you what.
My dad. I thought you were the crystal of
Cute.
pure good.
Very cute.
No, I.
Oh my god.
I was like literally searching for that song because I actually used that song once before, and I was like, whenever the last time somebody went to the crystal room that I was talking about, the cave, I used that same song and it worked so well. So I was trying to find it again and I couldn't, but then I did. And I don't know. I really am proud of myself and how I described that shit because that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should. It
The-
was on point.
The part for me where Bardru touched the crystal and you were talking about like the idea of like a bunch of kids asking you all these questions. I don't know about other folks, but like anything like that where it's like about just like kids doing stuff, it gets me right. in the
Oh
heart.
yeah,
Like
I
immediate
was
reaction.
so close
out
to
of me.
bursting into tears. It's
Yeah.
like I was here.
Yeah, that one got me. That was really,
was-
really good.
It was all pretty awesome.
Mhm.
All right, do you guys want to do shout outs and I'll tell us a little bit? Hi, my name is Aelxbomb, misspelled, of course, because I am extremely dyslexic. If you want to do anything for me, in the doobly-doo down below or in the chat right now, there is a link to a MailChimp email list. That is for the book that I am working on with Justin, which is Alex's Bombastic Oddities, which actually has all the information about Boozzii and Simone and Anvia and all of the other gods, all of this god lore that I'm putting out. All of that is going to be in that book. So if anyone wants to check it out and get on the wait list, and the Kickstarter is going to be coming in February, so that's really, really exciting. And also, I want to say that we are doing the books in a way that you will not have to pay international shipping, because the book will be print on demand. Like, you're just going to get a code and it's going to be print on demand. And because of that, if you're in Europe, it'll come from Amsterdam. If you're from New Zealand or from Australia, it'll come from Australia, things like that. So if you want one of the books, it'll be super accessible for you. That's one of the big things that I really want, is for it to be accessible. And other than that, I stream on Twitch and I do TikTok. So and I'm going to give my inspiration to Chiron for our little individual section, because it was just so fun to be able to show you like the true form of Boozzii, which is like this weird, lanky, colorful thing that I came up with. But like it's just always fun to be able to dig deeper and then and show you Boozie's true side. He's not always this chaotic hot mess. So yeah.
But if you're gonna be a mess, be a hot mess. That's what I always say.
Very true.
Hello everyone. I am Dominic. I have not been doing much on the content creation side lately. Every single time we do this, I say that I'm trying to get back into it, and it's been rough. So I'm doing my best. But yeah. So yeah, I don't really have much coming up to pimp myself out, but check out the Arcane Help Desk on TikTok and YouTube, and on the Instas, and that's basically it.
I just want to say I was super enjoying your mech stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into that too. I had the idea for mech support one day, and I was like, oh boy. So like, yeah, I did one or two for Mech Warrior, and then I did one for Lancer, because oh my god, Lancer! I've been running 2 Lancer games. I really, really love that system right now. It's taken over my brain. So yeah. So the oh god, my inspiration. Everything was so good. Everything was so damn good today.
That was really good.
Oh man, like I was trying to and I try to go through whenever we're doing this in catalog, yup, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the thing. But there was just so much good stuff. I think I gotta go with Mordecai for that moment of yeah, I'm gonna dive into a black hole to try to save Chiron. Cause yeah.
His counterintuitive, instinctual trying to be a hero and then realizing that was stupid, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll save you. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, God.
This was a terrible idea!
Well, I am happy. I do only TikTok, really. You can find me at Happy Heathens on there. It's not D&D related, so I don't know how much is going to be of interest, but you're more than welcome to check it out, and that's pretty much all I do. I do YouTube, but it's just my TikTok's uploaded on there instead, so that's it. My inspiration, like Dominic was saying, there's so many good points in this game where it was just like, bookmark that. Oh shit, okay, bookmark that. The two that stood out, because every single person, including Aelx, had a moment where I was like, yep, that's the inspiration. And then I'm like, oh, okay, no, that's gonna be it. I was like, but I'm gonna split mine between Brooke and Chiron had, for me, like two of the favorite moments. Chiron's jokes during some of the little subtle jokes, not just the immovable rod joke, but some of the ones that were really good. And then Brooke's childlike wonder at the cave, where you could tell by how you played him was very much like, wow, it's really nice to feel safe for once. What a great feeling. I don't want to lose that. I really want to hold on to that. I thought that was really good. I loved that. So I'd love to give it to everybody, because every single person had a moment where I was like, yes, but those are the two that stuck out the most. And I gotta go because I'm dying of COVID, so I'm gonna go finish dying. I love you guys. Thanks for having me yet again, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Fingers crossed.
Bye, buddy.
Oh no.
Yeah, holy crap, that one was really, really good.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all gonna say it, but I'm just gonna keep saying it because that was, I think we say every time we play, we just get better and better every time. And this was fantastic. I had a really, really good time with this one. When we started playing, because I didn't get any sleep earlier, I was like sleepy as, but I'm wide awake now. I was super into that one. Hi, I'm Jack, also Hoopsley, on YouTube. And I'm on a long-term hiatus that is definitely going to end at some point. And I'm also Alex's little helper gremlin who just does stuff for us sometimes. Besides that, I don't really have a lot to plug because I'm being lazy at the moment. But for inspiration, I do feel very compelled. I gotta give it to Badru for I think the same reason as I think I got mine, which is just that whole section in the cave. I am an absolute sucker for character development moments like that. It is the reason I play DRPGs. And even just the subdued ones where you don't have to do a whole big scene, where you can just tell a character is this is big, and I've got a lot going on up here. Those are absolutely incredible. You can just read it when you are playing that, and I absolutely love that. So, good job.
Well, thank you so much. That's really kind of you. Hi, I am Sphinx Akasha. You can find me on TikTok at CircleDM, Sphinx Akasha on Instagram and Twitter. I am found usually on Mondays and on Tuesdays and Wednesdays with Dinner and a Game, playing in Emerald Sanctums as well as Kingdoms of Mist, respectively. On every other Friday, of course, I'm right here. These fine people playing Initiatives and Intrigue. On the opposing Fridays, I'm usually with ADH Adventures, running my campaign, Ages of the Circle. We are on currently a hiatus as we transition from Season 4 to Season 5, which will start up again on October 14th with the Battle of the Bards arc. On Saturdays, you can find me with ADH Adventures, switching back and forth between Heroes Arc and Unlicensed Magic. On Heroes Arc, I play a necromancer named Raziel, and on Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, I play a Eladrin Paladin named Zan with a really, really dark past. Ages of the Circle is also a podcast, so if you are interested in the story, the entirety of the campaign thus far is wherever you get podcasts. I'm gonna give my inspiration to Brick on this one for a couple of reasons. One, for his like true to form, with like the serious, not so serious, but kind of serious, like musical banter between him and Badru. Particularly with the whole thing, like the beat and like the whole deal with the piano, and also like his reaction. I enjoyed seeing his reaction to the cave. Like that was like, I don't know what was going on there for him, but it was like you could definitely tell that he felt something. And I'm if there was anything, I'm looking forward to finding out what that was. That was well done. I didn't expect that. It was really cool.
Very cool. Thank you. Hi, I'm Justin Hanlon, one of the hosts of the Crit Academy D&D talk show. We go live every Sunday. You can come join us on YouTube, Twitch, everywhere, Facebook, where I stream to like 12 places. But come and join us. We're going to be talking about our newest upcoming Kickstarter, Equipment Perks, which launches September 20th. If you don't know, Equipment Perks is a special skill or technique that can be used with a specific piece of armor or equipment, weapon, tool, whatever, to really make the weapons in 5th edition feel unique. So we're really excited for this. A good example is the rapier. When the player with a rapier takes the dodge action, if somebody misses them with an attack, they can make a counter attack as a reaction. So that's yes. That is an example of one of the perks, right? And the perks are designed to be flavored and unique to the piece of equipment they're tied to. So please consider checking that out at rebrand.ly/exotic perks. We will be going live soon, and I'm super excited for this. So my inspiration, as always, goes to the lovely Aelx. Your ability to get in character and change between characters so freely just is mind-blowing. That's a skill that not only do I not have, very few people that I play with have that. Few people that I watch on streams or podcasts have that, and you make it seem seamless. Girl, talent's all there. So
thank you.
Keep being awesome.
All right, and with that, remember that if you want to enter the giveaway for the crystal, that will be up. It'll probably run for a month. It'll probably be a month long because people watch at different points in time, and I want everyone to have a chance. But if you want to have the crystal appear good from Initiative and Intrigues, look out for that Twitter post and look out for the YouTube video. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here because I need to make sure my 15-year-old dog doesn't pee on my floor. We love you. We still don't have an outro.